you fat lard. Come get some dinner.
What's up, y'all? She is still taking forever, but I do not want to leave y'all waiting. Give me a minute. There it is. Put that back. All right. I know, wait. Mic should be good. No, should be good. Y'all hear me, right? Always technical difficulties. How are you my favorite cup? As y'all know, I'm a DC fanboy. It's my favorite cup right here. Best cup on the planet. And I'm drinking a keto coffee. So this is about 240 grams of fat, I think it is. All right, hold on a sec. Give me a minute. She should be down here in a few minutes, guys. She's still doing lady things. All right, just let me go ahead and clean up some things. Also, I want to fix my chat. Make sure it is up to date, clean, always show. Boom. I don't want to change the colors. Nah, colors are good. Let's hit refresh on that. Okay. So y'all hear me good? I'm loud and clear. I'm gonna have to turn off the AC because the last time you can hear that bitch all in the background. Boy, sometimes you gotta love this Vivint app. DC fanboy, huh? I'm a Dragon Ball fanboy. DC in 30 FPS. Hey, man. That's what it's going to be if Microsoft gets them. It's going to be DC in 30 FPS with that Warner Brothers purchase. Jesus. Shit's hot. All right, man. So while we wait on her, we could just chat. Let me grab her chair. Everything in this room's gotta be white and black. You know, we gotta be black and white for everybody to be transparent. You feel me? So there's a lot to talk about, stuff that's going on. I kind of don't want to talk about anything until she comes back. But yeah, they own their own license. So that purchase right there would make no sense. Here's why that purchase wouldn't make any sense. Because if Microsoft buys the WB license from AT&T, they don't get any of the studios because one, Harry Potter is not owned, it's licensed. Batman is not owned, it's licensed. I think they also do Lego, if I'm not sure. Let me double check that right quick. I'm gonna have to mute the shit out of these people. Turn off all Chrome notifications. Let me look on the phone. You know, I don't know what the last thing I was looking up. Next thing you know, there's like a moaning background noise. If you catch my drift, hold on. Who owns Legos? WB Lego. Yeah. So yeah, WB owns the Legos. All right, I'm gonna have to turn on my mini fan. It gets hot as hell in this room. You liquid cool your PC and it still gets hot, bro. Like what the F, man. Yo, for everyone that's jumping in, she's getting ready right now. You know, Mrs. Cloud has to look like Mrs. Cloud. You know, like as sexy as I am, she's gotta try to meet me halfway. You feel me? She's gotta try to meet me halfway. When you look at this mug, you don't want to be next to a beautiful mug like this and not look halfway decent as me. You feel me? I'm gonna go. No, I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating. It's hot. It's hot in this room. It's hot as hell. What's the weather right now? Hey Siri. What's the weather right now? It's 95 degrees. Sorry for anyone that owns an iPhone. Yeah, but Microsoft does not own that studio. They don't any. She's trying to get on his. That's, you see what I'm saying? That Taco knows trying to get on DC's level, man. It's not easy getting on my level. You feel me? And I am not wearing my glasses, so you will see me do Visine a lot today, because these bright lights are literally drying me out. Pause. Oh man. So the costume is on the way. For anyone that wants to know, if you guys were here last time, I'm going to be doing a crazy. Back, I logged out. Oh, what's up, Zelda? Like, I'm gonna be doing a crazy unboxing for Ghosts of Tsushima. Yo, you know what sucks is that on the Sony family site, right? I get really, really, really good discounts on. I answer your question in a second. I really good discounts on PlayStation exclusives, right? But the sad part is you never know when they're gonna come and if they're gonna run out on the family site, because they give you a date to pre-order those things, but they don't come right away. They come like a day before, and those games never get delivered on the release date. So you go to I go to GameStop, because GameStop's always the one place that ends up having it, right? So I pre-order it, and then right before it always happens. I swear to God, it's like they know. It's like GameStop and Sony knows, because the moment that GameStop ships my item, I get a notification from the Sony family site. Hey, you can get the collector's edition of Ghost of Tsushima for $70. Hey, come in, lock the door.
Sorry, I had to do something for the kids.
All right, so Mrs. Cloud is here. But yeah, let me finish. So it's like it always happens to be literally at that point. I'm gonna have to turn the cam.
That's fine.
Or I'll move over and you come over. Come over.
Okay.
They literally always do it at the exact same time. Like there is always. Sorry guys. I'm gonna do a live playthrough of the game.
What game?
Ghost of Tsushima. All right, can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear Mrs. Cloud? You gotta look at that.
Here?
That. I mean, if you want to read the chat, but if you want to see yourself, maybe I'll move over a little bit more. All right, there we go.
Okay.
But yeah, we were talking about the way, like, whenever I pre-order like a PlayStation exclusive, and right the day that GameStop ships my my collector's edition, I get an email from the Sony family site. Hey, you can get this pre-order of the game that's $180. You get it for $70. Yeah. And it's like, what the freak? I feel like they know exactly. But for anyone that's new, yes, Mrs. Cloud is a gamer. So Nakumari says, who's your favorite video game character? Like, what character do you resonate with most? For me, that's hard to say, because I tend to play a lot of MMOs, and when I'm not playing MMOs, I don't really relate much to the character. Like, I like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, but he's in one game. I don't know. I can't say I relate to Kratos from God of War, because I've only beaten 2 God of War games. I don't know, man. That's really hard to say. Oh, If it's a video game, it's Guts from Berserk. That's who I resonate with more. His pain and everything, and all that stuff. Takun, I'm gonna kill you, bro. Remember, we go live this Friday, so you could be saucy in the comment sections. Remember, I know where you live.
A game character that I think I can resonate with.
Hold on, real quick. Hey guys, do me a favor. Tell us if she's loud enough. If I need to turn the gain up, let me know. If she's
can
loud enough.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. How do you relate to Guts? LOL. Somebody asked you, how do you relate to Guts?
Well, that's the easiest answer. You guys call me the angry gamer, right? Guts is always angry.
I would say that I resonate with...
They said turn you up a little bit. Let me see if I can turn the gain up. Alright, the gain is on its max. I'm going to bring the mic down just a little bit. I'm going to get rid of this. It's not needed right now.
Okay, just try it. Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Because I talk pretty loud. So, yeah. Alright, so that should be good. Yeah.
So now you're blocking the light. But anyways,
Oh, I am.
It's kind of hard, but I guess a person that I can resonate with in a game, maybe I could just use Final Fantasy VII since that's a common game everybody knows and it's our favorite of the franchise. I would definitely say I resonate. I have some characteristic traits like Cloud, like his resilience, how he doesn't really speak much, but you could see later on in the game how he's somewhat open up to the characters. I guess in that sense, I could say I'm kind of like that. Or, I don't know, like a Claire Redfield or something. I don't know. I haven't really put much thought into that.
I almost gave your damn name away. But if she resonates with any character the most, it's Aerith.
What's your game of the generation? Okay, well, you can answer that and then I'll answer
Game of the generation. To me, it's not going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake. Hold on, let me take a look at my...
Game of the generation, well, while he's looking for whatever, I said it last live stream, 2 favorite franchises. I love the Resident Evil franchise and I love the Final Fantasy franchise. So I would probably say my favorite franchise of the generation will probably be Resident Evil. Like, I've been pretty consistent with those games and I liked it enough. I liked, I just thought it was a really fun survival horror game.
Oh, that's close.
That is close.
That is close.
Let's see. Do I think Emma Stone is attractive? I mean, she's alright. She's pretty. That's somebody that he likes. But hey, to each his own.
See?
She's not ugly.
I told y'all. I don't be capping on the internet. She knows.
Yeah,
Mrs. Cloud knows.
Yeah.
For me, it's gonna be between
Fallout 4.
No.
Game of the generation, Fallout 4.
For me, Game of the Generation is probably going to fall underneath something that I play a lot. So it's either going to be Persona 5 or Monster Hunter. So for me, it's Monster Hunter. That's a game that me and Takun put a lot of time into. And Final Fantasy 14. Actually, yeah, it's got to be Final Fantasy 14 online. Yeah, I can't take that call right now, Mickey. Sorry.
Oops. I'm so clumsy. I'm always drunk.
Hey guys, what are the 50 sue? Oh, hey, what's up, Craig? My wife is not into the whole console war thing, so when she reads that, it's gonna be completely lost. Hold on. Miss Cloud looked like she makes a mean stewed chicken or rice. She actually just makes.
That's so funny. That's actually one of my favorite meals to make is some brown stewed chicken with rice and peas. Sometimes I like to put some potatoes and carrots in there to make the gravy a little thicker. But that's become like one of my go-to favorite meals to make. So that's kind of funny.
So, question for you.
Emma is pancakes.
She's got no booty. That's what they keep saying. But I keep telling them it's not about like just body. But hold on, they're saying that the YouTube stream is stretched.
Stretched.
Is that because of the layout?
Herp minded DC, salute to you and your wife. Salute.
Oh, it's uploading 720p. That's gay.
Oh
It's stretched. I'm sorry, y'all.
So can you change it?
I would have to end the stream and start it back up.
Do you guys want us to just restart the stream real quick?
You guys want us to restart the stream real quick? Because it's gonna stay stretched like this unless I change it. I didn't realize that it was stretched like that. My apologies. Yeah, it's stretched in 720p. That's cheesy.
Okay, I guess we'll be back in like less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be right.
We'll be right back to fix it.
We'll be right.
Oh, they said it's fine.
Okay, I mean if it's fine to you guys, then it's fine. But
McRib or Big Mac? Craig the tech guy is asking that.
No, we don't really eat McDonald's like that. To be honest, if
I'm a fries person.
Yeah, I think they have like the best fries.
I like their milkshakes from time to time. Like it was like midnight, and I was just on the hunt for a vanilla milkshake. Somebody said Persona 4 is my favorite. I like it more than 5.
So, Way Too Deep asks a personal question. What is Mrs. Cloud's deepest, best asset? Y'all gonna hate me, but I love her nose.
Oh, God. I don't know why you always talk about my nose.
I love her nose. I love her nose. Like, she's got like the cutest nose ever, and her smile. And she's got these little vampire fangs. I think they're so attractive.
Okay, a funny thing. Oh, you know what? Zelda Master John. I was just talking about this with my brother the other day. I used to love checkered fries. In fact, last year, I went to Florida to visit some family. And as soon as I got off the plane, it was in the evening time. The first thing that I wanted was some Checkers fries.
I think their fries are too salty and too heavily seasoned.
Hush, I fought someone over a McChicken once. Really? A McChicken?
Wow.
Now, if it was some Wendy's chicken nuggets, that's different.
Now they say I got a vampire kink.
Oh, well, if we're speaking about vampires,
oh God.
Anybody a Twilight fan?
It's like you guys have been like stalking us because lately she's been watching Twilight, the series all over again, and I can't believe that fruitcake is gonna be the next Batman.
He has the chiseled Batman chin,
but he don't look like
you
Batman.
You don't know that. Everybody was saying the same thing about Ben Affleck, but guess what?
Hold up, Ben Affleck looks like Bruce Wayne.
Okay, and so can Robert Pattinson.
No, all right, guys.
Yes, he can. He has that same triangular chin. Somebody asked me if I like Nintendo. Yeah, actually, I do like Nintendo. I was just telling.
Hey! I always make fun of it. Say it again. What's the name?
Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
I don't care. That's how I grew up saying it. Okay?
Say tissue.
No.
Say tissue.
Tissue. I hate him. He's so annoying.
He ain't even gonna live for the role.
No, actually, I heard that he's bulking now, so maybe. I don't know if it's true, but I do like Nintendo. I know some people pronounce it Nintendo, which is weird.
I've never heard anyone say
I've heard
Nintendo.
somebody. No.
Never.
Yes, I heard someone say that before, but
see, no one agrees with you. He does not look like Batman. Hold on, let me go ahead and I forgot to retweet the stream, guys. My apologies.
I don't like to talk shit about like when a new actor or actress is playing a certain role because they might do a good job. Like I remember when Ben Affleck, when it was put out to the world that Ben Affleck was supposed to play the role for Bruce Wayne, people reacted the same way, but a lot of people was kind of blown away with his performance. He
looks like you know what the thing with Ben Affleck, the thing that people are out of touch with when it comes to comics. If you look at like the DC, the New 52 Batman comics, he looks just like Ben Affleck.
But we can't always
just like Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but we can't only just talk about the look. Like we gotta look at the performance, the personality.
You see, that's the difference,
all of those
though,
other
honey.
things come into play. Me personally, I don't like to knock it till I try it type thing. You know, I don't want to bash a person because they actually might do a good job at the role that they're playing. I don't like to give them a chance. And if I'm a fan of a certain movie or something, I think as long as you get out of the mindset of
however the comic book used to be, however they used to look or act in a comic book. Well, we all know sometimes when they remake or do movie roles, it's not always going to be tooth and nail, or like, I don't know the word. Like, everything may not be word for word or, you know, exactly like the comic book. So I think if you go on with an open mindset, who knows? Maybe Mr. Cullen might do a good job at the new Bruce Wayne.
Robert Patterson. Don't call him Cullen. That's even worse. So he's gonna be silver,
No.
with no chest. He's gonna look like a Batman
No,
Beyond.
I saw no lie, because they just put the Twilights back on Amazon. So I thought my oldest daughter would like those type of movies. So me and her started watching it the other day. But then I came across something on YouTube, and I think they said that he's starting to bulk up for the role. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. The new Batman is trash. I don't acknowledge Adam West, Michael Keaton, Christian. You know what? I really did like
that's
Christian
crazy.
Bale.
Christian Bale was not a good
No,
Batman.
F that. I liked Christian Bale.
Is it because he's in the best Batman movies?
I think he did a good role. I like the way he played. That's what I look at.
It's his villains. It's his villains that got him on screen popping. That's what I think. His villains is what got him on screen popping. If it wasn't for his villains, then he wouldn't be popping.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna do steroids to get jacked.
Don't worry about the weight. Yeah, even if it's artificial or if it's a natural body that he's building in the gym, either way, we know he's gonna get bulked. And nowadays they got so much. What is it called? CGI or other?
Nah, they can't do a CGI when it comes to something like that.
I don't know. Remember 300? How they chiseled on those 6-packs? So you don't know what things they could do nowadays.
Exactly. See, Christian Bale was carried. I think if he was on screen by himself, he wouldn't have gotten there like that.
I don't know.
You might want to replace Jada as the new Black.
Well, I would say this. Way too deep. I know there's a lot of people that's saying like their hearts are shattered and stuff regarding the Jada and Will situation. But what I tell a lot of people is I don't think anybody should idolize any type of celebrities, or just anybody in general, because you don't really know what goes on behind closed doors. Because
I'm sweating,
I think this
bro.
whole week I had different discussions with people about the Jada Pinkett stuff, and from when I was like in middle school, I've been hearing for the longest time that Will Smith allegedly is a bisexual man. So, I mean, if he's been a bisexual man sleeping with men and women, and supposedly she's been sleeping around, they ain't no damn couple goals, at least to me.
Hey, you see the photo I found of us? And then it says she's
stuff.
hold on.
And
from
when I was like
stop. It says that she's on a diet. Oh man, yeah. So that picture is she watches what she eats, while me on keto, I can eat all the fatty foods I want and not gain nothing. So Kevin Takun says, oh, by the way, I'm gonna say it on camera, live, put you on the spot. Can Takun fly down from Seattle to spend a weekend with us?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, Takun, you got your answer, bro.
Yeah, come through.
You could chill in here. This will be the room. Because that futon is that's a futon. Anyways, Kevin Conroy did a live action Batman monument in the.
The AC is off. That's why it's so hot.
Yes, that's because here they're gonna hear all of that now. Anyways, Kevin Conroy did a live action Batman monument in the DC TV show. Definitely wouldn't blame anyone for not knowing about it though. As their show is ass. Look at Takun. He's like,
people
what?
Have to stop idolizing celebrity couples. I agree, and just stop idol worshiping in general. Like, I don't know if you realize, I just think it's really weird this generation how people have different groups. Like, I'm a big Rihanna. I love Rihanna, but she's the Navy. Cardi B got Barty Gang. Beyonce got the Beehive. Megan Thee Stallion have the Stallions. I just think it's so weird. Like, you can't say nothing negative about certain celebrities without some weirdos online trying to attack you. You can't even have like an opinion nowadays, which is weird. But no, I agree. I don't think you should idol worship any celebrity.
No. But I should be the new Will Smith, and she will be.
Don't call me no damn Jada. Don't call me no Jada.
I mean, you're not gonna get entangled in anything other than me.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be no damn Jada.
Yo, let's get this work. Yo, people have the funniest name. Yo, DC, I hope y'all well, and your family. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank
Let
you.
this work.
No, I don't need to gain any weight, Sharp. I'm good, man. If anything, I want to drop weight.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to lose my little pouch. I have like a little tummy gut that I'm trying to get rid of. So, yeah. I need to
Yo,
get back
when
in
y'all
shape.
look at her, right? She's got 6 kids and twins, and she keeps saying that she's fat.
No, I don't say that I'm fat. But I do want to lose my where is the entanglement? Ain't no detangle over here. It's detangled, okay?
Oh man. So, what do you think a good price for the PlayStation 5 would be?
What was the price of the last one again?
$399. But this is the first time consoles are coming out with things that PCs
I
don't
think
have.
between $400 to $500.
You're okay with $400 to $500? So $399, $499.
Depends what all the features are. See, I don't
All
know.
right.
But I wouldn't be surprised because it almost always goes up just a little bit.
Yo, all right. So
every year.
check this out. I'm gonna do it live on stream. Would you say that you're a connoisseur in consoles, like knowing what's out there in the gaming industry?
What do you mean?
Like
elaborate.
you know what's out there. You know what systems are out here. You know what systems do different wise and all that.
Me?
Yeah. No?
Me? No, not.
Okay, so it's Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Consoles just came out, PlayStation and all that came out.
Yeah.
If you walked into a store and you saw a PlayStation 5 and you saw boxes that said PlayStation 5, then you walk up to the counter and then you ask them about the new Xbox. But the new Xbox has a name called Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, Xbox One S. Do you have...
I'm gonna ask what the hell is the difference? Because the normal consumer is not gonna know. I think when it comes to buying consoles and stuff, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a mom. And if one of my kids wanted a console, the first thing I'm probably gonna run to is a Nintendo. So I think if somebody was to go into the store and see that there's different versions, unless you're a casual gamer or that's like deep into the gaming community, I don't think anyone's gonna know what the major difference is. Cause I'm gonna look at that and I'm gonna be like, what the hell is all of this?
Okay.
Me.
So basically what you're saying is the moment you see the word, let's say PlayStation 5, you know there's a new generation.
I know that for sure because I had every PlayStation. So
All
yes,
right.
I would know.
So
Xbox.
my next question. So the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer,
Okay.
did an article and said that the way that what did he say? DC come baby.
Baby sisters, baby. Xbox is a bad name, period.
Yeah, so
Just buy the kid and see.
Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, comes out, right? And he says that the way that PlayStation is basically saying that they're leaving the PS4 behind to focus on making games for the PlayStation 5. Because the consoles have like if you try to make Grand Theft Auto 6 on the PS4, it's going to hold back the game. It's not going to be able to develop properly. So Phil Spencer says that he wants all games to be able to be played on every single Xbox going forward. I mean, from the very first Xbox all the way up till now.
Okay. So how are people feeling about that?
So a lot of people are saying that it's holding back development of video games. Because, for instance, the guys that there's a game called Horizon Zero Dawn. You see me play it with that lady. The developers said that because of the PlayStation 4's limitation, they couldn't add flight mechanics.
Okay.
So
people don't like that.
People don't like games being held back due to like hardware.
Okay. I agree with that because I know nowadays, like, people when they play games, they pay attention to like the graphics and stuff. But back then when we grew up in like the 80s, 90s, and you were playing like Super Mario and stuff, you wasn't playing it for the graphics was terrible, glitching, blocky as hell looking at it now. But that was a game that I played and it was just really fun.
Okay.
Like, so me personally, I don't always care about the graphics because clearly you could see I still play the old Final Fantasy VII, blocky cloud and all, and I still have a good time with it.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, it's nice if it has good graphics and stuff, but I think it's all about the gameplay and just having fun. I feel like y'all new gamers, I don't know you guys specifically, but I think the gaming community in general, they're just too focused on the graphics and I mean, what happened to the storylines and what just happened to the gameplay?
So, all right, let me ask you this then. Growing up buying consoles, when your dad finally got you the N64, did you ask him why you can't play N64 games on the Super Nintendo?
Excuse me, did I ever ask him that?
Did you ever wonder that, or you just knew that's how it is?
No, I mean, I just knew every system, it was always, you know, the cartridge for this, a disc for that. So I mean, no, I never really wondered. But I think it's cool if a game can be like when the first generation PlayStation 3 came out and it was reversible or whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. I like the idea of that.
Well, you could play PlayStation 2 games on the PS3.
You were able to play PlayStation 1 games too.
Yeah, but not PlayStation 3 games on the PS2.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a PlayStation 3. It's a newer console, so
that's what I'm getting at. He's basically. It's confusing. It's a rabbit hole and it's confusing the market and all that other stuff. What do you think about exclusives? Do you think that a company
that's an exclusive should make it for all consoles?
Yeah.
Something?
Like, do you think PlayStation games should be made for everything?
I mean, no. I don't know. I guess because it won't be exclusive anymore. You know. I mean, some people like exclusivity, just like how Gears of War was a game for Xbox. You have to have an Xbox to play that.
Does Ulta have an exclusive makeup than another company?
Yeah, like Sephora and Ulta will have different things.
That's exclusive. That brings people in, right?
Yeah.
If they all had the same thing, would you go to one store over the other? I got it. See?
I think it just depends because I mean if you're gonna talk about it like that, some people go to one store because like you said, they have exclusivity. But then again, I can understand if it's a person who just like Xbox but they want to play a Rockstar game.
Well, Rockstar's third party.
No,
it could
I
be
know.
anywhere.
I'm just like naming any. I don't know. I like Gears of War, but you know, if I had a PlayStation and it was there for PlayStation, I wouldn't mind playing that. Because everybody is not, you know, able to afford every single console. Mm-hmm. Things get expensive after a while.
But gaming is an expensive hobby, same as makeup is an expensive hobby.
Well, I'm not.
So
really
is your shoe game
like
is an expensive hobby too.
No, I don't wear shoes like that no more.
No more.
No.
All right. So question.
Casual consumers are just going to grab the cheapest Xbox if they find out all the Xboxes are going to play the same games. I agree. I think that's how it may be. There's going to be a lot of disappointed kids getting the lowest end Xbox. Well, them little ass kids better get a damn job or pick up some summer job.
So King Darian says Mrs. Cloud should run Xbox. She understands gaming more than Phil. What was the first game that you played that said, I love video games? Like, not the first game you played, but what was the game that you played that was like, wow, video games are amazing?
Well, I played video games since I was a little kid, and I can honestly say just the Mario franchise, I thought that was a really fun, what would you call that, like an adventure type of game?
Platformer.
I thought all of those games used to be super fun. Even the old Super Mario Brothers 3, mm-hmm. the one with the raccoon tail, that was one of my favorite runs. And I mean, most games back then, you couldn't even, you just walk left to right. You couldn't even, like, I guess go backwards. But from that long ago, I would say probably Super Mario was like a game where I loved, had just fun playing.
So if I said I'm not going to get the Xbox Series X, would I be lying because I'm still going to get it anyways?
Yeah, you'll be lying.
Because I tell people I'm not gonna get it, and people ask like, "What do I have to do? What do they have to do for me?" So, a question, guys. The same question I asked Mrs. Cloud. What was that first game? Not the first game, but what was that one game that you played that made you see that I love gaming and this is something I want to keep doing?
Oh yeah, Sonic was fun too. I liked Sonic. Do you guys remember Earthworm Jim?
Oh my god!
I wouldn't say that was a favorite game, but that was a fun game playing. There was a Ninja Turtle game. I don't remember which one it was.
Was it the one on the NES?
I think so, but it was like a big guy that came up on the screen. Do you remember which one I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Do you guys remember Pitfall? I thought that was a fun game. Phil is a fraud. Have your boy Neo Game Smart get you the Xbox discount.
Oh,
That's tough. Yeah, it is tough because there's just so many games that I liked back then.
So the game that got me into gaming, not got me into gaming, that literally closed the door of me not being a gamer, was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES.
That game was fun.
That
I always
game-
used to be Donatello.
That game was the first game that had me, before I even, because believe it or not, when I forgot my first Nintendo, I did not play Zelda. The gold cartridge and silver cartridge one, I didn't have that. The first game I got was Ninja Turtles and Jaws.
Which one are you talking about? A Link to the Past?
I don't know if that came.
Okay, no. I think that one was for Super Nintendo.
That was Super Nintendo.
Okay. Contra. Is that the game with the up,
down, left, right, A, B, select, start?
I hated that game. That blocky shit. I hated it so much.
Lewis, what's that? Is Steven? Esteban? Oh, Esteban says Mrs. Cloud's a bigger nerd than DC. That depends.
Yeah, I guess you could say I'm.
That
a
depends.
nerd. Yeah.
My mom got me into games. So here's how gaming was. So when I was younger, when I lived in Jamaica and all that stuff, my grandmother, I lived with my grandmother because my mom came to the United States, and there was a Nintendo in the living room.
Okay.
And it wasn't even for me and my cousin, because remember, me and my cousin that was living together, it wasn't even for us. And we never played. She bought that for one of her business partner's kids. And she did not get it for us. But I know, right? This is the first time we ever saw gaming. The very first time the system came out, she got it for them. It wasn't even for us. So Owen literally went downstairs and opened it up. We got our ass whooped. I got beaten for it because he opened it.
But you went downstairs with him.
No. I did not go downstairs. I was upstairs. But she beat both of us because he opened it. And then she made us keep it. So I got my ass whooped for video games.
I want to say I came from a big family. I have some siblings that's older than me and younger than me, so I was kind of like that middle child somewhat. And no, it's not the best of both worlds. But anyway, I had about 3 or 4 siblings that was older than me that was playing the Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So the main person who it was bought for, which was one of my older siblings, it kind of sucked back then because I remember we used to have to take turns. And of course, I would cry because I would want to play. So they would lie and tell my mom and dad, "Oh yeah, we're giving her a turn." But you know, like how when you have a younger sibling and you have them with the controller, but it's not plugged in. They used to pull that stunt on me. So I used to end up playing the games when I started to get it and like rat them out. So yeah, it's been like a long time.
Space Host said it was the best ass weapon I ever got.
I know, right?
Yeah, but that's how I ended up having a console. And then there was these white kids in the neighborhood that had like all the other games.
I did used to play the OG Nintendo. There was another game, I don't remember what it was called, but it was a Friday the 13th game. That shit was scary.
Yep.
I also played a Beetlejuice game. That game was okay. And you know what? What was the name of that game? It was for the first the OG Nintendo. And it was a game where it was like a cluster of games in it, and you could shoot the ducks.
It was a game where like you can buy a gun controller and you can.
Isn't that
shoot
the same one I
stuff.
have in the garage that has the control, the gun?
Probably, but there's a game where you gotta shoot the ducks.
Ice climbers. It had ice climbers on it.
When the dog used to pop up on the screen, I don't know why I used to be so afraid of the dog that pop up on the screen when you shoot the dog.
Hey, wonton soup. Thank you for subscribing, man. But
what part of Jamaica are you from? My family is from the parish in Clarendon. Well, I have some family who's from St. James Parish.
Mm-hmm. I'm from Kingston, and my grandmother and uncle still own a hotel in Jamaica in Avondale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Duck Hunt. That was the name of it. I don't know why, but when that dog used to pop up on the screen, I don't know why that was scary to me.
So
Donkey Kong. Well, that's for the older Nintendo. Sorry, my mind just scatters. But I thought that was a really fun game too. Donkey Kong Country or.
What would you say is your favorite genre? Action, RPG,
Today?
shooter, or sports?
I would probably say RPG because I feel like I like doing a lot of side quests. That's the reason why I don't beat games right away. I think it's so weird how everyone try to rush to play. Like him and you guys, y'all like to beat games just to be like, yeah, I beat it first. No, I like to do the side quests. When I was playing Final Fantasy 12, I was playing that for months because I was hunting for the Genji armor. I was looking for like different weapons, different armor.
I'm not gonna lie.
I like to do stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I learned about different armor
I like to level my
watching
characters
her.
up. Yeah,
I learned
exactly.
a lot of like hidden weapons and hidden skills from her because she's the
telling
type
you,
that
my
would
characters used to be untouchable. Even now, playing Final Fantasy VII, the original one, Cloud, Barrett, all of them are untouchable. Okay, that's how long I've been leveling up my characters, getting all the dropped weapons and stuff. Those are the reasons why I like RPG games, because you can go off and do different things. You can fight things. You can play for the storyline.
Did you ever play Streets of Rage?
Streets of Rage? I don't.
The fighter game with the black kid that had rollerblades.
I probably have to see a picture.
And then he'd jump on people's head and start punching them. Or the guy, his name is Alex. Oh, Axel. And he would do that ground punch and it would drag fire.
Okay, because you said Axel, I'm thinking of Twisted Metal, which is a completely different game. But no, I don't think so.
Would you say you're locked to a specific platform?
Me? Locked to a specific
Like, what's your favorite platform?
Well, back then, definitely it was NES, but now I would probably say PlayStation. Because a lot of the games I play, I want to say in my teenage years, I played Resident Evil a lot. I played Grand Theft Auto series a lot. And I played Max Payne, Siphon Filter, Metal Gear Solid. That was like a really good game. So I like games like that too, you know. So yeah, I would probably say PlayStation. Kingdom Hearts, I also played that in my high school years. Final Fight was my shit back in the days. Yep. Somebody's messages held for review.
Yeah, sometimes it does that just in case if they're like cussing or anything like that.
I don't play games ASAP. I like to enjoy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sharp. It's like people. It's like a competition now because now when people have these social media platforms, you want to show people like, yeah, I got this, and then you want to show, yeah, I beat it. Now I'm ready to play the next game. I like to enjoy it. I am in no rush. That's why I said like. Even though, like, people that rush through the games, are y'all getting all the trophies and stuff y'all supposed to get rushing through these games? Because...
I'm close to getting the platinum on Last of Us 2, and that's because I did not rush. You know how long it took me to beat that game.
Yeah, but still, and see, I didn't even start that one yet.
Yeah, she has not played any of the Last of Us.
I haven't played them, which is kind of crazy, but again, it's just because when I play a certain game, like, when I played the Resident Evil Nemesis remake... Remember how fast you beat it? No, not that one. The Resident Evil 2 remake, where you can play with Claire or Leon. He beat it really quick. And I remember, I took my time. Back then, I even used to buy strategy guides just to do different side quests or to get like all the things in the game.
Way Too Deep said DC solely made you a Sony fan over Nintendo. No, I didn't.
No, don't get me wrong. I would probably... even now, if I was to play like the Wii or anything like that, I would play it for the old classic games. I guess I don't know, I'm an old head. I'm kind of stuck in that era, so I really did enjoy the games back then.
All right, so I know people wanted us to like catch up on.
I barely got trophies. Yeah, you know what? I need to look. Next time, I'm going to go log on and tell you guys how many trophies
See, Taku knows what I'm talking about. When you play a lot of games, you got to beat them fast, or you end up having a huge backlog.
I get that part. For a person who's like a hardcore gamer or someone who's just strictly into games, I get that. But I guess I could say I don't play every type of game, because even when Call of Duty was popping, I wasn't deep into Call of Duty like that. I think my favorite one was Black Ops 2, and me and my siblings used to play the zombie part. But I kind of suck at some first-person shooters.
And Tekken, because I be whooping that ass.
Okay, no, he's a liar.
Did I not mop you up? Did I not mop you up?
You're a liar.
Did I not beat you?
Let me tell you how cheesy I can go and still beat his...
But you lost, though.
I don't know if I can curse on here, but beat his ass. I can pick one of the leads from Tekken and do one cheesy move and still beat him.
And who's my favorite character?
Who did you play with?
That literally dodges and knocks you out all the time. Steve Fox.
Oh, Steve Fox. What? He's not all of that.
Yes, he is. Anybody want to challenge me?
Has better moves than him.
But I'd be like, yo, the match was crazy because she was trying to kick and I would just keep ducking and dodging her.
Does anybody in here deal with motion sickness when gaming?
No.
You know what? There's been a time or two. But I know if you play VR games, you would probably get more motion sickness.
Yes, Taku, and you need to come here. Plus, I need to teach you a lesson talking shit about my Yu-Gi-Oh status, bro. Takun, live. When you come up here, live, we're gonna record it in this room, table and all, of me whooping that ass in Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright? So let's talk about August Alsina and Jada's entanglement.
I have beat him a couple times in Street Fighter, yes.
No, she hasn't.
Lie, he beat me a couple times, but I beat him too. And yes, Eddie Gordo, he had a lot of
See?
He had a lot
Everybody
of capoeira.
knows.
He does capoeira, so that's the reason why he has a lot of those. My brother used to pick Eddie Gordo, and I couldn't stand his ass because he do all those low ground moves, the break dancing, and
yeah, but no. See, even people know Steve Fox and Eddie Gordo are knowing to fight, and I know how to do the all ducking and dodging and spin rolls.
I couldn't stand Steve Fox.
And then when she tried to kick and I dodge and I do that one under sweep where I grab her feet, oh man.
Sam Ash, I don't suffer from motion sickness, but crazy will make me really okay, Mr. Blake.
What's up, James94?
What's good, y'all?
Nah, she did not mollywop. No, she didn't.
Did.
No, she didn't. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, that's cool that you do capoeira in real life. That's cool.
So
I used to do taekwondo. I was kind of a tomboy in my middle school, elementary days. So I
told y'all she be beating me up.
No, I don't.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, I told Eddie Gordo was that.
I told him the story about the ferret.
Okay. Well, I don't know if he told you guys the right story, so let me give you my quick version of it. Basically, I was pregnant with my first son. Always had morning sickness. Always. He had a ferret. First of all, why do we need a ferret? And they stink. Even if they remove their glands, they stink. So I remember, I forgot in what language, I think in the Latin language, but ferret means like steal or something like that. They love to steal stuff. So I remember every time when I would walk and I had like socks on or I'm like moving my feet, she would try to like nip or attack my feet. And one day...
What was her name?
Layla. And then anyway, so one day they like to like shit in the corners of their cages, and I don't remember what happened, but he got an attitude with me because I'm like, okay, you need to clean up her cage too because she stinks. And I don't know what he did, and all I did was just flung like a Coke bottle at you. I didn't beat you up.
Yes, you kicked me in the back of my head.
No, I didn't.
Yo.
Did any of you guys ever play? Oh, I didn't play that. Did you ever play that?
No, I did not.
Tracer?
No. But I will say, so the whole thing with August Alsina, and Jada's entanglement.
Excuse me.
So talk about that right quick.
Okay, so what are you guys' thoughts on the whole thing now that Jada has finally came out? I guess my stance never changed. Like I said last time, I didn't think that he was lying about anything, you know? I'm glad that they finally came out. I feel like main reason they came out was to do damage control because it's really Will's brand that they're trying to protect. So they had to come out and say something so that it doesn't look bad on their behalf, you know? Zone, did you ever play Zone of the Enders or...
I did not say it was a Hennessy bottle. I said it was a Dasani water bottle.
Hennessy? Yeah, because back then I wasn't even drinking, and I still
don't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink. I probably had like 1 or 2.
I get tipsy while she literally watches.
Yeah, I don't drink, and it's not because I don't want to. I guess I haven't found like an acquainted taste for anything yet. She was hella cold. Yeah, I thought she definitely was.
I mean, she said he was an entanglement, which I think is kind of disrespectful because if y'all were in a relationship and y'all were like dating because you wanted to be happy and this happened for more than a few months, you can't come on the internet and basically say that that person's an entanglement or not even give him like a full value of what he is. Like, she didn't even want to say a relationship, and I felt that was being disrespectful to Will.
She kind of...
Because you agree with me? I think that was disrespectful to Will because she didn't even want to acknowledge that it was a relationship on screen at the Red Table Talk. That's why Will was like, "Yo, you mean that you guys have a relationship?" And she didn't even want to say. She wanted to kind of like go over, like rush over, like entanglement. It's like entanglement. I need for you to tell people what it was.
Okay, Sharp. I kind of agree with you. I don't know if it's called an open relationship or not, but they definitely had some type of ramifications. And now they supposedly came out and said that they were single. So
separated.
Yeah, I'm sorry, separated, or she was single they were single at the time. And there's no doubt in my mind that if they were single and she was messing around with August, I wouldn't be surprised if Will Smith was messing around with somebody too. The only difference was Will Smith, you know, again, he probably does everything professionally. He probably had these girls sign NDA disclosures, and they're being well taken care of. August, at the time, was kind of like a low vibrational dude because he was broken. He had a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on in his life. So anything that Jada said to him, and because she came on with the portrayal that she wanted to help him, it definitely didn't feel genuine. It definitely felt like it was scripted. I agree.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Way Too Deep. So Way Too Deep says, let me see where it says.
Because I don't know of no couple. I mean, if people can get to that level where y'all both messed up in a relationship and nobody is cursing at each other or about to knock somebody upside their head, the way they're just, yeah, that is definitely like scripted, written all over it. Cause look, they literally took a whole week to come out and say something.
Look at Neo capping in the Twitter comment sections, but
Will was definitely clapping some other
supports.
Cheeks. Yes, James, and he probably is still clapping cheeks. Like they said, supposedly he has a girlfriend right now. I believe if it wasn't for their status and their stature or whatever word, I think they probably would have divorced a long time ago. But Jada knows damn well their brand together is more powerful than, well, he would be fine regardless, but I think she is attached to his brand because she knows the benefits she reaps from it, and her kids, and her mom, or anyone else associated.
Other than the Gotham and the Red Table Talk, without those things, nobody knew what she was doing or where she was.
Yeah, because she kind of just fell off in a way. You know, she was somewhat that girl in the early 90s with those few roles that she played, but I feel like Will, he has so much diversity within his acting catalog as opposed to her. Like, she always played like that typical 90s, I wouldn't even say like a hood rat chick, but she just played like the typical black chick, you know. I don't know, she just had like the same catalogs. Will is definitely the bigger brand, so he was probably embarrassed. Like, look, man, we know what we have going on. But the only difference is you don't see the people that I'm messing with going around putting our business out there.
Yep.
You better go on the red table talk, clean it up, and
I think he forced the red table talk,
I believe
and
he did.
that's why he kind of
I think he did.
Will literally showed that he was in charge because this is her show, and he interviewed her on her own show,
Yes,
and he
they
was in charge of the whole conversation.
Yeah, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. I'm like, that's not funny. Like, some people, for people who do look up to people like that, that's why I say don't idolize any type of relationship, because even that little slogan right there, putting something like that out there in the atmosphere, imagine if you have little girls or boys that look up to them or their relationship, they might be hesitant now, like, damn, I don't want to get in no marriage because I don't want to get into an entanglement and have... You know, so it's just really weird.
I think that, now that you said that, it made me think about, I think that that's why there's like a disconnection between people saying, not getting married now. Because when you look at celebrities, who can you say is a celebrity that's married and happy? You thought it was Beyonce and Jay-Z, then you find out he was cheating on her. You thought it was Will and Jada, then you find out they're like sex slaves to different people.
Yes, Sharp, Jada has not gotten the status that Will had, and she would easily be forgotten. Everyone who knows Jada knows Jada Pinkett being the wife of Will Smith. And then not to mention, like somebody else said, like she doesn't have a wide range as an actress. She usually plays that, the black girl next door type of role. Will Smith has played in funny movies, he's played in serious movies, he's played in so many different genres.
Will Smith is known by, when you think of like actors that are like older, like came out a long time ago, you remember them with stuff that's like in the past. Will is the type of actor that from the past till now you know him. Even kids know him now as the genie.
Yeah, so and he has a lot of roles that's like unforgettable for some people. There's at least more than one thing other than Fresh Prince that people can be like, okay, Will played a good role in this or that,
Yeah, Sharp, that's right. There isn't a perfect relationship. Just find someone that likes to spend time with you, have sex, and deal with each other's bullshit. Because we're not perfect. We're not perfect.
That's what most people deal with. I mean, and who knows? Maybe they both understand their lifestyle. They're obviously, they were okay with whatever happened. No matter how they try to spin the narrative, I believe Will knew about that man. I don't know if they was really separated or not, but the point is, like I said last time, I didn't see the reason why August would have lied. Once you look at the body language, how he spoke about her in interviews, how they looked together on camera.
What do you think about the part where do you believe Jada when she said that when her and Will started working things back out, he just basically disconnected. He just stopped talking to her. You okay? He just stopped talking to her, and he just basically like shut her out and didn't say anything. Ever since that point, never reached out or anything since that point.
I definitely don't believe that because, again, they said this happened years ago. So I believe possibly their entanglement happened. They got feelings for each other, but maybe when her and Will, and I honestly don't believe her and Will is still in a good place to this day or gotten over it. I think that they're just trying to put on that Hollywood front that they're that perfect couple, and they're trying to live up to that standard, up to Hollywood standards. I still to this day don't believe that they are good right now. And I agree, there is no perfect relationship. It definitely takes two people, and yeah, exactly. And nobody in this world is perfect. They wanted this to be private, but August wanted to expose the family.
I don't know if August wanted to explain it, because remember he did not bring up the topic. It was someone that asked him. But again, at the same time though,
the reason why I don't think he tried to expose them was because they all was connected. He originally met Jada through Jaden. He went to one of their concerts in the UK or something like that. And once they saw that he had like drug addictions and stuff, she wanted to help him.
Way Too Deep is onto something. I said the same thing.
Let me see. He said he was done with her, and she said she was done too. It must have been something else that happened.
The way that he said that, I think Jada did something why they separated in the first place. Because remember, she was unhappy, and he was even talking about like, you know, she didn't think that he would love her for who she is. So it makes it feel like Will forced himself to love her, and she did something to the point where he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm done with you.
Will and Jada are together to act like they are the couple that would stay together. Exactly. And that's the persona when people look at them as from a Hollywood perspective, they are that it couple. They have like the family thing attached to them. Will and Jada look perfect, but in so many ways and in interviews, you can tell they're not happy. But I also agree with you, Sharp. August, he could have ignored the question. He could have. At
the same time too, something that we spoke about is that whenever you're about to get interviewed like that, you always know what the questions are beforehand.
Sure, yeah, sometimes. Well, I honestly don't know because I'm not in that line of work. But even if we go back to Gayle King when she was talking about Kobe, you see how he asked I forgot her name, but when they asked her that question about Kobe, I don't know if she knew that she was going to ask her that.
She knew what it was about. I think that she didn't know that she was going to like push that deep.
You guys let us know in the comments because that's a good question. I don't know if when a celebrity is getting interviewed, if they know all the questions. Sometimes you do have a team with you. Like if it was someone like Will Smith.
I feel like they have to know the questions because you can't ask them about an album or a movie or something that they're not allowed to talk about or anything like that. Even when it comes to like PlayStation releasing a brand new game, you can't ask them about that type of stuff.
But sometimes I've seen interviews where they would ask somebody a question and they would just simply say,
Space Soul said it's unless it's Charlemagne.
Yeah, because Charlemagne, he just gets right to the point.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they always know, but I do know if you don't want to comment, you can just say, oh, well, I refuse to comment on that. And that's what he could have done.
Mm-hmm.
But last stream, I said I believe the reason why he spoke on it is because he's trying to heal from the situation and move on. So I feel like part of him moving on was to speak his truth because according to him, he was kind of being blackballed. People was labeling him as a liar or trying to be messy. So he was probably just trying to clear the name like, hey, no, this is not true. He really wasn't in a relationship. Da-da-da-da-da. Boom. And all of this could have been avoided if Jada, messy ass, would have had him sign an NDA. Because I'm pretty sure that's
Clifton, where the hell you went? You was here before. Why you left?
Sup, DC and Mrs. DC. Hello,
so, yo, Way Too Deep and I have the same thought process.
She definitely does has narcissistic tendencies. August was done and out. He was vulnerable, took an advantage of, saying she needed to feel good. Like what? It's not about you. Exactly. And that's honestly that's why I know a lot of people was more so mad at August because they thought he was trying to be messy. I really don't feel that he was trying to be messy. I don't know if a lot of people watched this interview, but I watched the whole interview. And it was just a small portion of that interview where he, said what he said. So I definitely do think she's a narcissist. She always been like a person that's always trying to find herself, make herself happy. Clearly you could see what Will Smith said. I don't remember verbatim what he said, but he did mention something like she needed to figure herself out. And I think Jada Pinkett is attracted. She said it even in an interview. She's attracted to people who's like broken and she wants to help them. So I feel like someone like an August who was broken, whatever woke bull BS that they think is coming out of her mouth, they're attracted to that.
Wait. Taka, what you mean by that? What's wrong with Scorpios? Oh wait, no, sociopath. I thought he said she's a Scorpio.
How much do you love me?
Hold on. There's a super chat. Read the super chat.
Oh, yeah.
How much do you love me, Mrs. Cloud? You really spent $2 on that?
It's going right back to us.
I could have freaking bought some candy for myself and he want to put $2 on there.
How can you super chat yourself? I don't believe she really, I don't think so either. I don't think she really liked Will Smith.
I don't think so either. Honestly, they're just a household name. They've been together for 21 years. They have kids together. They just built a platform for themselves together, and I think that's really,
I'll kill
Okay.
you.
Crazy. Yes.
Oh man, I do need my glasses. When I'm looking at screens, so I recently got glasses because working from home, my vision has jacked up. So when I look at a screen, like when I see the words on the screen, it's like they're like shaking.
Oh.
But I don't like to wear the glasses because of the
glasses?
reflections. I don't even know where my glasses
It's
are.
in the car, man.
Oh, it is?
Yes. Goodness. I drive his company car more than him.
That's not true. I'd be driving mad far. So, is there any other questions you guys have for us since we covered the... did we talk about the Kanye West thing? We did, right? We kind of touched it. No? What do you think about Kanye West possibly becoming the next president?
I think we lightly touched on it. I don't think it can realistically happen, but I think we did touch on that last week. All I could say is there's like certain ramifications when somebody is running for an election, and I think it's too late for him to be in the race. And even so, if you're gonna vote for him, shouldn't you vote for Donald Trump? Because he has some of his beliefs. So
He does.
I think whoever
Why do they call it a MAGA hat? What does that mean?
make America great again.
Oh, that's why it's MAGA. I mean, I never pay attention to that. It's not
He
a
do need his
possibility.
bifocals. Jada wants
What's up, hardhead?
Mike Lowry, not Will Smith. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, Jada, and someone mentioned something like how she always used to cry about Tupac. Yes, Sharp, you're right. That's another thing. When she speak about Tupac, you could just see in her face.
You about to get her started up, Sharp, asking that question.
No, it's just when she talk about Tupac, she speaks with him with so much emotion, so much passion. Ooh, that's a good question. Hold on, we're gonna talk about that. Okay. I think Kanye West is an idiot. And supposedly they're saying that he's bipolar, so
I mean,
maybe he forgot to take his meds that day.
I'm telling you, it's something about that
For him to
Kardashian.
say,
It's something about that Kardashian booty that be having these dudes go crazy.
ooh, okay, so the Wayfair conspiracy. Okay,
I don't know anything about
You don't
that.
know much about it. Okay, well, I'm going to give you a quick backstory. So basically, you know what Wayfair is. It's basically like a website that has like IKEA type of furniture.
Oh,
And-
yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Basically like there was like these storage cabinets or armoires that was really expensive, $10,000, and sometimes they will all look the same, and it'll be like between $10,000 to $15,000, but they were all just like different names, like Samara.
Wait, did you answer the super chat question?
What's super chat? Oh, you mean your $2?
Yes.
Super chat? How am I supposed to answer that? How much do I love you? What am I supposed to say? Oh, a lot, a little bit. I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
Asshole. See, I get disrespected in my own house, dog.
It's my house too.
Mm-hmm.
It's my house too.
I mean, if I die, it's yours. Right now, it's ours.
Oh, okay. But anyways, yeah, the Wayfair conspiracy, I definitely think it would be something to look into. In fact, a couple days after that whole incident happened, they started selling like these Turkish rugs. Same, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Wayfair came out, of course, and said that, it's a silly conspiracy. But I definitely think it's something to look into. It's definitely strange that when people was typing in certain names of a person that's missing, it literally was the same name of whatever the storage cabinet was that was being sold. And we all know that the whole sex trafficking, children trafficking, or just trafficking in general, we know it's like a multi-billion-dollar industry. So I wouldn't be surprised at all.
She showed me a video of like a lot of the name of the furnitures were kids that were missing. That's why it looks crazy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the furniture's name that were like 15, 10,000, 20,000.
I just said that.
Oh, my bad. I was reading comments.
No, but basically, he's just reiterating what I said. But yes, it is weird. Did you see 50 Cent text to Will?
It's fake.
Yes, Yoko, but I do think it was Photoshopped because Michael Blackson, the bitch ass nigga, him. He did the same thing with August and Will, so I think it was like a Photoshop thing.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Oh, that's kind of hard, but I can say I'm a huge fan of Dave Chappelle, then Cat Williams, maybe Mike Epps, and then I would say Kevin Hart's at the bottom because.
Do you feel that Kevin Hart is the tokenized black guy chose to be the comedian by Hollywood?
Like the black man trope?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly because, yeah, the reason why Kevin Hart is more mainstream than everybody else is because he does a lot of pandering. That's what I think, but I don't know. I'm not gonna knock him and say he's not talented. He is a hardworking comedian, and he constantly keeps himself in the media. So, Richard Pryor, it's funny.
I don't think. Have you ever heard of Richard Pryor stand up?
You know what? I probably heard a few snippets. I know, like, he's like the GOAT. Everyone looks up to Richard Pryor. So if every comedian has a little hint of Richard Pryor in there, then I guess he must be funny. And this is kind of random, but Robin Williams, the actor who committed suicide,
you say it like you don't love him.
No, I like Robin Williams, but
guy
I brought
that
him
killed
up
himself.
I brought him up to
She's
say.
the biggest Robin Williams fan. Don't
No,
make.
wait, listen. Before I lose my train of thought, I was just gonna say, I used to watch a lot of his movies, but I've seen a few stand-ups.
Oh.
And I didn't know that he cussed like a fish. He curses.
The same thing with the guy from Family Matters. No, not Family Matters. The one with the twin girls. The Olsens. What was the show that they were on?
Full House?
Yeah. What's the main?
Yeah,
Bob Saget. Yeah,
yeah.
He's filthy.
I'm sorry, but his
Even-
name
even,
just sounds funny. When you think of Bob Saget, I think of like Ball Saget. I can't think about anything else when I hear that name. Like, come on, man.
That's like, yeah, that his name is just terrible. The same person with doesn't Jim Carrey also cuss a lot?
I didn't watch a lot of Jim Carrey stand up. I watched a lot of his movies back then. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to look up some old Richard Pryor comedians. Yeah, I thought Cat Williams was really funny. Kevin Hart is resting on his laurels. Funny in the beginning, just sad to watch now. Yeah, honestly, like if I watch a stand up with Kevin Hart within the last 5 years, I might giggle at a few things. I just feel like the main thing that Kevin Hart got going for himself is being the little man that's being disrespected. His manhood is being tried.
He's a chihuahua.
Yeah.
He's a chihuahua. He's the little guy that always has to yell and tell people that just because I'm small don't mean I'm not a big character myself.
Yeah, like I feel like his comedy.
Little man syndrome.
Yeah, his comedy is just one type of comedy. Dave Chappelle, I think Dave Chappelle is probably my favorite comedian.
We saw Paul Mooney live and he was pretty funny.
I saw Paul Mooney. He do speak a lot of woke stuff, but Paul Mooney is
an asshole.
Yeah, he wasn't to us, but we actually saw one of his stand-up comedies at
with my best friend.
What's it called? Wet Willie's? The name of the place?
It was in Orlando.
No, I know. I forgot the name of the comedy club, but yeah, we saw him. Yeah, Bill Burr. We actually saw.
Hilarious.
Was that? No, that wasn't the guy we met.
No, that wasn't the guy we met.
Yeah, no, it was somebody else. Yes. I think the Wayans brothers is funny too. We actually met them at a comedy club too.
They were cool.
They were really cool. Mike Epps, we met Mike Epps too.
Yep.
I have a picture of Mike Epps.
Mike Epps, we got a picture with Will Smith and not Will Smith, the Wayans brothers.
Yes.
And then, you know what's funny? Because they actually let us talk to them.
Yeah, they were that cool.
They out of everybody, when people were walking up, they're like, "You gotta buy us a beer." But when it came to me and her, we just sat down next to them at the bar and just started talking.
They were cool. You know what's funny? Marlon went on his stand-up to do his performance first, and then when he walked off the stage, Sean was making fun of him. He was like, "Damn, Marlon, this stage is funky as hell." Like the way they clown each other is real funny.
Yeah, Kevin plays himself in every movie. Even the one where he played that the serious role with the dude from Breaking Bad that was in a wheelchair.
I remember. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, that was actually a good movie though. I actually liked it.
Yeah,
he was still himself.
He did a good. You know what? What I liked Kevin Hart in when he was in that goofy movie, Scary Movie 3, I think it was.
Oh yeah,
Where
yeah.
he was
Black
like,
Cod.
yeah, where he was like the hype man for the white guy that was trying to rap. I forgot his name. But yeah, Kevin Hart, I think he just plays the same type of role. He has the same one type of comedy. Do you guys think Mike Epps is funny? Did you guys like My Wife and Kids? I used to watch that show. That was with one of the Wayans brothers too. I think it's Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
The dude from Major Pain. But yeah, I used to watch that show sometimes with Tisha
What
Campbell.
was the one that Marlon had on Netflix?
I think it was called Marlon.
Yeah, it was just called Marlon. That was
I didn't like that
okay.
one too much.
I would have to give that like a 6 out of 10.
Kevin got it made. Only got to play himself. Yeah, that's another thing. And now because he's made he's like a big brand now and he's made it for himself, he'll probably make more than most of the celebrities we named. But Dave Chappelle's probably up there too.
Ooh, so speaking of
Yeah, Mike Epps is okay. I mean,
do you
everyone
think
knows
Tiffany
Mike is
Haddish
dating.
is funny?
Do I think Tiffany Haddish is funny? Not really. Honestly, like Cat Williams said, I don't know any stand-ups really of Tiffany Haddish.
Like, yo.
I know her from the Girls Trip movie that she played with Jada Pinkett.
But that was a script that was written for her. That's not
no,
her
I
funny.
know. So it's like I just think the only thing I don't like about Tiffany Haddish, and y'all tell me if I'm looking too deep into it, but I feel like a lot of dark-skinned women or a lot of black women, unless you're like racially ambiguous, they always have to have them play a certain type of role.
I don't like that
and
either.
she comes off as like that typical hood rat, ratchet ghetto chick, and it's like she just plays along with it, or she's too extra with her ratchet or ghetto-ness.
What's the funniest comedian you ever saw live that almost had you on the floor? For me, it was Pablo Francisco. We saw him together. The guy that was doing all the voices for like the movie trailers.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think the funniest part.
We used to do the improv a lot in Florida.
That's what it was called, the Comedy Improv Club. But I don't know. But I know, like, if I watch Dave, I haven't seen him live. I've been wanting to see him live for years. Hopefully, he do another spontaneous show.
Hold on, what is it?
Tiffany is ratchet as fuck. She should be banned. Yeah,
No, I don't think she should be banned, but I think she needs a reality.
Funny.
I think she needs a reality check because the way that Hollywood is basically trying to make her the funny, even when she did Pets 2, I felt like she was so whack.
Yeah, like it's like, okay, you're doing the most with the whole like ghetto hot, ratchet girl from the hood. It's like, okay, we get it. What else can you do? So I haven't really seen her stand up, and she actually wrote a book. I actually read her. It was kind of like an autobiography kind of book. And even the way she talks, that's the way she wrote her book. It's like, okay, she just does the most sometimes, and it just turns away from her actual talent. I think when most people know Tiffany Haddish, the most they could say about her is, oh, she's ratchet or not, because that's overshadowing her potential talent. So I think she needs to just like tone it down a bit.
Is any what?
Yeah, I agree. It is annoying when they do that. I just dislike that. And
what was it? What was the name of that movie? Is it Bad Kids? What was the name of that movie?
I don't get why she has been chosen as a black woman comedian. Me either, because I don't think she's that funny.
Even now when they do like comedy, like when they do like funny movies, like what was the name of the movie that Seth Rogen just did with the little black kids?
With the little boys? I forgot the name, but the little boys.
Yeah, like whenever they add like the like kids in like a movie, or if you watch Disney, or if you watch like Nickelodeon, whenever there's a little black boy or a black girl in any of those shows, they gotta be ridiculous.
It's always a negative stereotype associated with them. That's what I was saying with Tiffany Haddish. It's like she plays that typical coon. Like you don't have to do all this extra stuff because she probably is a funny person, but it overshadows her with the cooning, all the
like Cat Williams says. Tell me a funny Tiffany Haddish joke that you remember. You could think of all of your favorite comedians, and you have at least one or two of their favorite
Okay,
comedy.
the name of that movie was Good Boys. But
Yeah,
yes, I
Good
get what you're
Boys.
saying.
Okay, do you guys think Monique was funny? Because remember
I
a
think
couple
Monique is
years
funny.
ago, she came out and she was upset about certain things because I think she was supposed to do a Netflix special when she found, what's her name? The white lady? Is it Amy Schumer?
Yes.
Okay, so basically Amy Schumer had a Netflix special and they offered her X amount of millions, and then supposedly Monique, they offered her, I think it was like $700K or less than that.
Mhm.
And she thought it was basically like a slap in the face because Amy Schumer is not really that funny. So my question to you guys is, do you think what Monique was saying was right? Like, do you feel like she should have been entitled to what Dave Chappelle, Amy Schumer, and those other people were getting?
Oh, Eddie
Or
Griffin. I freaking love Eddie Griffin. George
he's
Carlin
funny.
too was the best.
Yeah, Eddie Griffin was funny. Yeah, I like Monique.
You see,
I don't think Amy Schumer was funny either, but one thing,
she
you
also
gotta
rips
be
off a lot of
honest, though.
people.
No, but you gotta be honest. I don't watch her stuff, but supposedly they said Amy Schumer was selling out shows, so maybe
Mhm.
they felt, okay, we know she's gonna bring a lot of engagement or traction to the platform, so maybe that's why they paid her that much. But I do think if they're, charging Monique a certain amount, I do think it's nothing wrong with her knowing her worth.
Isn't Amy Schumer the girl that basically robs, like, she steals other comedians' talent and people know about it?
I don't know. She was the fat white lady.
Oh yeah, that's that chick that
The
like
blonde hair.
she overdoes it.
I don't watch her comedy. I looked her up because I didn't even know who she was. I was just like, I don't think she's funny though. I'd seen clips of her on YouTube and I'm like,
Corey
yeah.
Holcomb?
Holcomb?
I don't know who that. Let me look him up real
Monique
quick. I probably
should
don't know him by name. Let me see his picture.
Let's see. You guys think D-Ray is funny?
No, I don't really know that guy.
I don't know him, but I'm gonna look him up now.
Oh, I know who
Okay.
he is. I can't think of
recognize-
his stand up, but he is pretty
Yeah.
funny.
I recognize some of his stuff now. Amy is a thief and she's corny.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
see
think
that is true. Like yeah, so
Yeah.
she's been known to steal comics like routines,
I didn't know
and
that.
and
That's
people
crazy.
call her out about it, but she still is okay, and she steals a lot of black people comedy.
Yeah, and it's like I like I said, when that whole thing went down with Monique, I looked her up and just to get an idea of her jokes, and I'm like,
Yeah, but even now when you think of Monique, you think of all the skinny jokes.
yeah, she always talked about the skinny girls. And
Yep,
stuff.
yep.
I like Monique, and I liked her in
Oh, D-Ray is funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, I like D-Ray. He's funny.
My favorite one is when he's talking about his girlfriend and he starts pulling down the chandelier.
He's funny.
Yeah.
I know one time I was watching an interview with him, and he's supposedly in a, is it called a polygamous relationship?
Mhm.
But he's
But he
dating
was
two women, and
but
they're both okay.
He was
with
also one of those actors that made it that was sexually molested by two women.
it. He did. Oh, well, I know he said he was molested as a child.
Yeah,
I didn't
by
know it
two
was
big chicks. So that's why people was like, oh, it's big girls. That's why he had a
His
problem.
baby mom was so dirty that her panties looked like hot wing paper. Ew.
Oh, the school's calling.
Okay, I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out on YouTube. But yeah, I just feel like comedians, and you know what? Even in the comedian world, it seems like it's just a change in everything, because I watched an interview with Mike Epps once on a Breakfast Club, and he was basically speaking about a lot of the new age comedians, people like what's his name, DC Young Fly, like all the social media.
I don't even think he's
people.
funny.
Well, he was basically saying, like, comedians back then didn't have it as easy. They didn't have social media. You literally had to go on tour.
Mhm.
You had to promote yourself.
Mhm.
And he feel like it's way easier in this day and age for
Even-
a comedian to make it.
You can
And I
look at that
agree.
now. Like, one of my biggest gripes with YouTube is that, I've been around just as long as Hard 8 and BG and all these other guys, but when you look at someone like us that's been around for so long, we're stuck right where we are. Like,
I think that's
and
just the black sector of YouTube. I'm being completely honest. I watch makeup stuff,
Mhm.
and I'm sure you guys heard of the mess with Jeffree Star, with
But
Shane Dawson.
But you know
those
what?
People,
But you know what though? One of the things I have to say about that is the black YouTubers on YouTube don't support each other. When you think of like the white YouTube, the makeup people,
Yeah,
they
but
speak
then
about each
I
other.
don't think DC Young Fly is really that funny.
I don't think he's funny either, but I don't think
There was a few things on Instagram where you might giggle and chuckle at, but
even when it comes to PewDiePie put Jacksepticeye on. When you think of Markiplier, he puts on a lot of other YouTubers. When you think of even like someone like Dashie put on
T Pendel.
he put on T Pendel.
Do you guys know T Pendel? I actually met him at a YouTube Black event, and
By the way,
this
if
is
you
when he
guys
was
don't
doing the
know,
vlogging
she
stuff.
does hair stuff, but she hasn't done it in a while, so she has a channel.
I might get back to it. I'm thinking of doing it.
Yeah. So yeah,
Lil
that's
Duval,
he's funny.
I think he has little man syndrome. I don't think he's that funny. Let me tell you what I have an issue with. I don't like how people like him and Snoop Dogg or YG, I don't like how they always find jokes that has to bash
You guys,
black women or something. I feel like that's the only thing he has going for himself. Or he's always constantly making fun of black women wearing weave or something. And it's like, okay, it was funny the first time, but I feel like that's all he has going for himself. So I don't find him to be too funny.
so
But he do have some funny memes.
So one of the things I have to say, right?
Yeah, I like T Pendel and Dashie Super Savage.
So one of the things, like, what's his name? Black Cog. Black YouTubers who are popping, though, like MKBHD, Your Average Consumer. I actually met Your Average Consumer. I met him and his wife. And he's cool. Like, I've talked to him, and I've actually offered to send him products from Sony to review on his channel, and he's super down to it. But a person like MKBHD, I met him, I think, maybe at least 15 times already. And I don't want to say too much, but that type of YouTuber does not look out for the black community, and I don't care. But I'll say this: a lot of the black YouTubers that are popping, like what's that dude's name? KRS or KSO, whatever his name is, the black dude that fought what's the two popular like white dudes in YouTube? Jake Paul. They fought Jake Paul and him did like a fighting match. A lot of the big black YouTubers do not support smaller YouTubers, and
I think it's just in general, because I just know some YouTubers in general, when they have a bigger platform, I don't know if it's they don't want to put anyone on, but some people look at it like, I built this platform from the ground up, you should be able to do the same. But I don't think it's anything wrong with giving somebody a shout out here and there if you do support their stuff. But there are a lot of YouTubers that feel like that in all sectors of YouTube. I've witnessed that firsthand.
It's the same thing though. Like, even as much as we don't like Kevin Hart like that, he said something that was honest. A lot of the big black stars don't put on black stars. Like, there was an interview that just came out with Eddie Murphy and it is Eddie Murphy and Spike Lee, where Spike Lee was saying, why don't we do like collaborations together? Like, they don't do collaborations together. Oh, I met Flossie Carter. He's cool, dude. That dude is down to earth, and he has no problems putting on other black YouTubers.
I met a couple YouTubers, but again, I was in the hair sector. So like I said, I think I went to a couple YouTube Black events. One of them was in New York, and I met, it was 3 different people. One was a big hair guru. The other one, her name was Tierra Monet. She was like a makeup beauty guru. And then T Pendel at the time was doing like vlogs and parody skits. But yeah, no, definitely. I saw somebody wrote a comment. It went away, but I think they
Where? Did he delete it?
No. Okay, yeah, black YouTubers. Yeah, King Darian. Black YouTubers always say no one is coming up off them. And that's what I think, the mentality that we have to, get rid of. I think why that's a problem, I think they just are probably afraid of somebody surpassing them. And again, I know you guys are not in the makeup world, but there's 2 really big YouTubers. I think they're gay. I don't want to say that, but there are 2 men that do makeup channels. Well, I don't know. Okay, one guy named is James Charles, and the other guy named is Jeffree Star, and then there was another girl named Tati something.
Sharp is 100% correct.
But basically, when James Charles came out, he surpassed both of them in a way quicker time frame than it took them to build their channel.
Mm-hmm.
So of course they didn't mind having him on their platform and associating with him because it will bring more clout to their channels. But I think once he started to surpass them, work with all these multi-billion-dollar companies, they didn't like that. So I think in general, people don't want to see other people surpass them.
Even Shane Dawson. There was a black YouTuber that put Shane Dawson on, and then when that guy lost his channel, Shane Dawson did not want to support him back. So, I hate that mentality that they have, like, no one's coming up off of my name. But the more black YouTubers that you bring on, that you support, they're going to remember you, and we're going to get a much, a larger small section of the YouTube community that support each other. Like, what happened to the black YouTube thing? It's gone. Because they don't support each other.
I wouldn't say it's because they don't support each other. I think also YouTube has something to do with that because, again, there are a lot of, even in the gaming sector, I'm pretty sure you guys can name people who is just as funny or that can do what PewDiePie is doing, but they just don't get the views. And I think part of that has to do with because of their ethnicity or their race or their gender. Not gender, but I think I meant to say like your skin color. But I think that has a lot to do with it also because, I mean, some of these big YouTubers that's in all sectors that's white, and I know black YouTubers that's doing the same thing. They don't ever.
Who wants to see me do Mrs. Cloud makeup?
No, please don't. Please don't. Honestly, I don't wear makeup like that. Any man doing makeup is kind of funny to Mrs. Cloud.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. Teamwork make the dream work. Yep. The more people you uplift, the more reach. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, even now, if you go to like the trending topic or celebrity gossip YouTubers, for instance, I watch Tasha K, I watch Lovely T, I watch. I used to watch like a lot of them, but you would see from time to time they all had like their little dramas here and there. And I think it all just has to do with comparing each other. Nobody wants to uplift each other. They just want to be like the first. I guess I feel like it's not enough room for everybody to eat. And I think if we lose that mentality, then yeah.
Speaking to you, Yuko, when our kids turn 18 and they're gone.
We do need to support our own stuff first in all sectors. I agree with that, Shart.
Could you do Emma Watson style? Emma Watson, who was that again? I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I'm about to Google Emma Watson right now and see who that is.
But it's I don't want for this to be like the down segment of the Q&A, but it's just something about, even when it comes to like black owned business. Like, I'll tell you guys a story. And Takun knows it very well. When I first got onto YouTube, I was like, back then, if you got like 2,000, 4,000 views per video, you were like a star. When I first got onto YouTube and I joined NW Nation, I started to be like the spokesperson.
Yeah, I just looked her up, super savage. But honestly, go ahead. I'm gonna answer.
So when I first got on, I basically kind of blew up. I was the face of NW Nation in a way. It was me and Shokio. All the people that were doing it, people started looking up to us. But then there were people that was there before us, like ECC We. They didn't like the fact that I came out of nowhere and started getting tons of views, getting supported. I even got a few sponsors. And I was the first out of that group to get a YouTube sponsorship with Machinima. And it was to the point where I was the very first to do a podcast on YouTube. It was called the Gamers Roundtable. And it's still on my channel now. And people did not like the fact, like, even, what's it called? I don't know if he's still in here, but Zelda John, we did the first podcast in the gaming community.
Jelly bits, that's funny.
Yeah, we were the very first in the community to do podcasts. And then because of that, I started the NW Nation podcast with Young One Price and all these other guys, and they didn't like the fact that I started doing all these things and changing things, and it started like an issue in the community, and people just stopped liking me because I was blown up in a way. But the messed up part is I always wanted to put those dudes on. Whenever it came down to it,
So what do you think the downfall of End Up Nation was?
The End Up Nation
was it just lack of consistency?
No, I don't think it was a lack of consistency. It was more of like they didn't like the fact that younger people were coming in and taking over. Like they didn't like that.
They have, and that goes in all aspects. That goes in all sectors, I believe. What was I gonna say? Okay, before I lose my train of thought about the Emma Watson thing with the makeup, I was gonna say I don't even wear makeup like that. Like I don't have on makeup right now. Sometimes I'll put on lashes, or I might fill in my eyebrows, throw a little eyeshadow on, but I don't wear makeup like that. But I do still like to watch the channel sometime. I like to know what I'm doing. Like if I was to go out somewhere, I would like to know that I can put myself together. But yeah, I was just saying that to say when he asked about the makeup thing, I didn't think that I would be
so to Takun, the PS Vita was the downfall of End Up Nation.
Really?
Because we were a big Nintendo group. Oh, it was pretty bad. Because me and Takun supported the PlayStation Vita, people were coming after us. There was a guy named the Shooter that was threatening to kill me because I switched up.
Yeah, you're gonna always have people that will like come after you. And I think again in general, I agree with a lot of the stuff that I think it was Sharp was saying. He wrote something earlier that was saying like you can go to any town or place and they would always have like a little China, little Japan, you would never see a little Africa or a little
Jamaica or a little.
Yeah, and it's just because we're so divided. Like we're so divided.
I'll give you a scenario which a lot of people see. When you see, let's say you're in New York City, right, and you see a black man, he owns a hot dog stand.
Mm-hmm.
Then across the street, you see a white man owns a hot dog stand.
Mm-hmm.
Most people would exclude the black guy and go straight to the white guy stand because they feel that they don't want to support, like, why is this nigga charging me $2 for hot dogs, while the white man is charging them $5 for hot dogs? And it's pretty fucked up, but it's facts that we see this. It's crazy, man.
I agree, and that's what it is. A lot of people just don't want to show them support, but I think if we lose that mindset as a whole, then we would progress so much more in our community,
So this is a word that they came up with, hot dog, glizzy. That's so weird. That's so weird.
I like the way it sounds though. It actually sounds kind of funny.
Yeah, but
a glizzy stand.
Again, I didn't want to make that like the Preston's part of the YouTube. There was even a point where I made a video about the stuff that was going on in End Up Nation when we just had our first.
Did I ever answer the super chat?
No, she did not.
How much do I? Honestly, I don't know how I can answer that. I mean, I could say that I genuinely, I love DC a lot, but it's like, what is a lot? What's a lot?
The end of the universe.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how would you describe that? But I do love DC. He's annoying as hell sometimes, but I do love him. I love him a lot. I could say that I'm in love with DC. You happy now? You happy?
Yes.
That you put me on the spot? Because
Yes.
he knows that I have a shy side to me, and I don't like to be put on the spot with certain stuff. So I'm glad that you got your answer.
All right, so
off topic, but who is a better rapper, Heartache or Smooth? Would you have?
Oh, it's definitely Heartache. Heartache would body him, but.
Ducking the question like Jada. Oh, come on, Max B. It's not that I didn't want to answer. I'm just shy in certain things, and I don't like to be put on the spot, and he knows that. That's why he.
But
did
it's
that.
it's hard. It's hard to say that because one of the things when it comes to Heartache, there's a group of guys that I support. King Thrash and Sick Humor. I think Sick Humor is. I think he's better than Heartache. At the end of the podcast, I'll play one or two of his songs.
Alicia Brown, my husband and I play with ourselves together because we don't agree with intercourse before marriage. Well, hey, if that's what works for you guys, more power to you.
Exactly.
Smooth
I still remember the first day I got the buns.
No. Smooth got potables, but Heartache would wash him. Okay, I see you, Dark Cloud. Heartache It's big, smooth. It's Jay-Z.
Yo, Clifton is like DC cheesing
like
right now.
She was only 15. I think Heartache is better. Okay.
Oh, of course.
You're gonna have to let me listen to some of their rhymes.
Heartache will wash him. J-Mane is nice too, but I think I'm just saying this. I'm not capping. I think Sick Humor is a better rapper than all of them. He's got hooks.
Mm-hmm.
He makes his own beats, and he got a whole album. He's got multiple albums on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think Kid Smooth's okay. He could be dope. I think he could be. I think if Sick Humor really stopped this PlayStation stuff, I think he could probably get into the rap game. Like, there's a song that he played. Hold on.
Leader of the Nintendo community just dropping by to show support. Somebody just said that. Blandrew?
Oh, Blandrew finally shown support. Are you gonna retweet me, Blandrew? Are you gonna support me, Blandrew? Huh? Are you literally gonna go out there and say something, Blandrew? Hold on, guys. I'm looking for something. Go ahead and read over here if you want to answer questions. I'm looking for something. Sorry.
Mrs. DC, do you like playing basketball? You know what? When I was younger, I did used to play it sometimes. I'm not gonna say I was shorty from loving basketball, but yeah, I used to like basketball when I was younger. I don't know about today.
Hold on, I gotta pause this. Hold on.
Right?
So
He's blushing.
I am. You
The
guys.
thing was, it's not that I didn't want to answer the question. It's just he knows that.
She's very shy.
Yeah, I'm very shy in certain ways. Even when I used to make my YouTube videos, I don't have a problem like talking to the camera and stuff, but when I play it back and see myself, I'm like, oh god.
Alright, so there's a song I want to play from Sick Humor. It's called Can't Breathe. I Can't Breathe. Y'all should be able to hear it.
Protests continue to rock cities across the United States. Criminal investigations are now underway after a speeding truck drove at crowds of people protesting on a freeway in Minneapolis. Incredibly, no protesters were injured.
I stand with my brothers and sisters, all different colors and races and genders, fighting beside us to combat the system. I'm tired of the silence, it's time that you listen. We done with the prayers, they don't see our vision, but how could they though? It's not our religion, they taught it to slaves to keep them submissive. And now that you know what's your position, it's time to wake up, stop asking permission. Claiming we equal means you are complicit. Doing it peaceful don't get the results. It's time that we riot, it's time to revolt. It's time to spend money with people we know. Forget the excuses, our people must grow. The cops gotta change, the bad must go. Breaking it down and rebuild it like never before. They have to be accountable, not protected. Human life is precious, black lives neglect the racism.
I'm gonna turn it
Whoever
back.
Ben Pack.
So that's Sick Humor. I'll post his.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. Yeah, see, a lot of people know who's
Yeah.
Sick Humor. He's pretty good.
Someone said, "Rest in peace, headphone you."
Yeah, it came on
Okay,
pretty
so
loud.
now-
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I said, don't do that. We need some bars from DC. Oh, nah, he's not a bars person.
Hold up. Hold on. Don't sleep on my skill.
Stop, please. Stop. Don't. You guys remember All About the Benjamins? Remember the movie with Mike Epps and Eva Mendes? And Mike Epps will always come out and say he would whoop someone's ass. She's like, babe, you can't fight. That's basically the moment I just had. Like, no, don't do that.
Actually, Sick Humor does not have a recording studio. He does that from his office. His area. As a matter of fact, I think I seen a photo of his
Who
setup.
was it that? It was somebody from one of your groups that used to play. I think he did a freestyle to Nas Ether.
That's Heartache.
Okay, that was Heartache.
That-
Okay,
that-
so
he was-
I
he
heard
was- he
something
was-
of
he
his
was dis-
before.
He was
He was dissing
disres-
another YouTuber.
Yeah, Cookie Face. That's what we call him.
Okay. Damn, Cookie Face. When he fell in the boat.
Um,
Yeah, exactly. When he fell in the boat, I was telling them. You see how you said when someone was talking about your bars, I'm like, no, don't do it. I was comparing it to the moment where Day Day would talk about how he whooped someone's ass in All About the Benjamins, and this girl was like, babe, we can't fight. That was basically the moment I was like, no, don't do that.
That's messed up. So you've been on here already calling me a casual gamer, and then you also saying I can't spit bars. That's messed
I
up.
just said, don't do it.
All right. I'm gonna make a mixtape.
Thank you, Hood Out. Let's see. Do you have any pictures of DC with this blue hair, or do you make him wear the wig sometimes when you're getting down?
What?
Nah.
Yo, what kind of question is that? Yo.
So to answer your question, no and no.
Yeah, no.
That's funny.
Is that a girl?
I don't know.
DC, you have a beautiful husband. Aw, thank you.
Are you a casual gamer, Cloud? It's okay.
I am not a casual gamer. It depends on the game I play. So depending on some of the games I play, I put in a lot of time. But she knows I have this thing where.
What console would you say you play a lot right now?
The Switch and PC.
Yeah, I see him on the Switch a lot. Sometimes he'll be on the toilet.
Everybody knows. She says that I escape the family in the bathroom because I be in there for a while.
If I can't find him, his ass will be sitting on the toilet a lot of times.
Oh well, thank you, Hood Out. That's nice, man.
Don't rap lines like she's only 15.
That's funny.
Does Miss Cloud have
good
aim with
what weapons?
maybe in what, like a first person shooter?
He's probably talking sexual.
Oh. I thought the Switch was made for the toilet. I guess so, because he's always on a damn toilet every time I need to find him. I'm like, you hiding again? I need help right now. Okay? Now come watch this rice. So
Yeah, look at Taco, and we been knew Cloud played Switch on the toilet.
DC, I have over 1,000 hours in Monster Hunter World. How much you got?
I say 500.
I don't need to know.
No, she does not like snakes. She has a phobia of frogs.
Yeah, honestly, if I had the option to hold a frog and hold a snake, I'd probably hold a snake. I actually held one before. I had a friend as a child who had a pet snake. My answer's on the shoulder. What do you Dookie splashes on your Switch? iPad and the toilet is winning combo. Can we move on? Okay.
Oh man, that's funny, yo. That's kind of I don't know unless you guys have any more questions.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to know our thoughts on anything, you can just write it. I hate roaches too.
I
used to know someone who say niggas and flies. I do despise, but I hate roaches too.
I don't like big spiders. I remember she showed me a picture of a spider when you were working at like the.
I was working at an animal hospital and someone had like a pet tarantula and they had to do like a biopsy, so they cut off like a square of his skin, like the fur. Does he have a seashell necklace collection? No, he doesn't.
Oh, so we can end this right now. How tall am I?
5'11".
Hold on. Say that one more time for the mic.
5'11". Why, they think you're taller or something?
No, they think I'm short.
Oh, no, he's 5'11". I'm actually like 5'2".
Yes. 5'11".
You did AGS, press start that other guy's podcast, and all the last 7 days. That's a lot. Keep the hustle, DC. I'm just messing with you. Centipedes are the worst. I don't like the way they look. There used to be King Darian. There was actually a show. I think it was on Animal Planet or Discovery Channel, and it would show like swarms of like bugs, rats, birds, roaches, whatever. And I think I seen one where it was like a cluster of centipedes, and it was disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, no, it's real chill. I can do this too.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this every what was it? Yeah, Drew said I'm 5'7".
Oh yeah, no, he's 5'11". He's shorter than me. Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on? I'm trying to see like what's going on right now. Okay, so did anyone who played the new Last of Us, did you guys like it? I know a lot of people was kind of bothered by the LGBT movement they're trying to push in the game. Did you guys have an issue with that, or you didn't care? You still like the game?
I'll answer that real quick. I don't think it's actual gamers that have a problem with that. It's people in the media. For instance, there's a guy. His name is the fuck is his name again? But he's a YouTuber that basically talks about political things. Even like the Amazing Lucas. They don't talk about games like that. They talk about like actually what's going on in the media, like Brie Larson. Those guys have an issue with those type of things when it comes to female leaders in a game and shit like that. So they basically don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's the actual gamers.
Yeah,
the
people,
quartering. Quartering, he never covers that stuff, but he covered that. And it seems like, and I just now realized that he has an agenda against female heroes and shit like that.
Oh, okay. Well, if he did, somebody asked, what were our thoughts on Will and Jada? We spoke about that earlier, but I just basically said I, from the beginning, always thought August was telling the truth. And I think it's more to the story that, of course, they're going to let out to the media. And they probably came out to do damage control.
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us 2 was fire. Yeah, the quartering. Abby was too much. Heavy for the boat scene, I almost fell. I almost left my wife after that scene.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's pretty messed up, but when I started playing as Abby, tell them what the kids were saying.
I agree, Space Hoes. A game is a game. I don't care.
Tell them what the kids were saying about Abby.
Oh, yeah, they were asking if that was a boy.
And I kept on telling them that there are women that are like built like that. They were like, nah, that's a
That's
a
man. I didn't
man.
try it, not because of the agendas. I'm just not okay. I think it's all hilarious how people can dislike The Last of Us 2 of all media for that shit. Yeah, Geeks and Gamers is Nintendo guy, but did 50 videos on Last of Us 2.
Facts.
I'm disappointed they killed Joel. Yeah, I was upset too. Nobody talking about Ghost. Let's move on.
Hold up. I can't wait for me to get Ghost of Tsushima.
Executive representation today. There's essentially into the Spider-Verse Women Representation Edition. What do you both think of Candace Owens?
I don't even know who that is.
She's like a political. I know a lot of people don't like her. I don't follow a lot of the things that she say, but I know she has been problematic for, like she's made
that.
trending
I'm gonna let
topics.
you answer this question right here.
What would you do if your son brought home a girl like Abby? I would ask him, what the hell? I would be very polite. I would, I'll probably just try to get in his head and see what it is he likes about her. And I know if she try to whoop my ass, I can't help you.
I don't care if Abby's bigger than me. I don't care. She's yo, I'm telling you right now, there's no way Abby could probably do more push-ups than me. She's literally fighting.
That's a big bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I wouldn't be trying to fight her.
Yeah, Abby is a huge bitch.
Mm-hmm. She's big.
ABL's worst. I can't stand this clown. Who?
What are you guys' thoughts on? There was an interview. I didn't know this, but Lil Wayne has like a new podcast out right now, and
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he has a podcast. He interviewed 50 Cent, and basically 50 Cent was saying how black women, like when you're from the hood, you're not looking for a black woman. You're looking for like an exotical chick, and like a lot of black women or a lot of blacks in general was very upset about that. Do you guys believe it's anything wrong with a black guy or black woman having a preference to date somebody outside of their race?
You talking about Chrissy and them hoes?
No, I'm talking about with 50 Cent. Like what he recently... Basically, he said he likes exotic women, and, he don't really think black woman is exotic. A lot of people was really upset about that. I was just asking their opinion.
That's incorrect, because when you look at a person like... what the hell is her name? What the hell is...
I do think they hate themselves.
What's the name of the girl that did Monsters Ball? She had sex with the white guy.
Halle Berry?
Yes, Halle Berry. I think looks exotic.
Okay, I think a lot of people thought she looked exotic.
There's
who I think looks exotic for a guy? Jason Momoa.
But he's not black.
Don't matter.
No, I'm just saying though. When it comes to like, there are a lot of black women that are super exotic.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have an issue with someone having a preference. Like, if someone likes to date outside of their race, there's definitely nothing wrong with it. But you don't have to bash your race at the same time. Like, if I'm dating a white guy now, I don't have to say, yeah, all black men are trash, because that's, not the whole collective.
Takun is
so
right.
I think that's why a lot of people were upset with 50.
The way I see it, beauty is beauty. Facts.
Yeah, I agree. Go to Asia. Every white guy is chasing exotic women. Not new to me.
Okay. I just think if you like another race, it's fine. Why talk shit about your own? And I agree, Sharp. That's basically what I was trying to say. 50, you can tell he got a lot of mommy issues, and there's a lot we could say. I like 50 as an artist. Don't get me wrong. At least back then, but he always say a lot of problematic things in the past, I can say. So I didn't like that he said that, because it's like, you don't have to big up another woman by bashing the other one. He could have just said, hey, I like exotic women, and everybody would have been okay with that. But he was basically saying in the interview that black women get mad at men like him for wanting to date somebody that looks exotic when you look regular. And it's like,
I picked up a list.
Give a fuck what you know.
Tell me what you think of this list. I typed in beautiful black women in the world today, right? They have Beyonce's number 1. Rihanna's number 2.
I think Rihanna's beautiful.
She's
Kerry
beautiful.
Washington.
She's very beautiful.
Kelly Rowland. She's pretty.
Yep.
Gabrielle Union.
I don't like her.
She's pretty, but I don't like her attitude. I don't know who Jasmine Tooks is.
Oh, I love her smile. God.
Naomi King. She's pretty.
Lupita Nyong'o. Very beautiful, and she's also
pretty.
Exotic.
She's pretty. Tyra Banks. She was pretty in her prime. Naomi Campbell. Pretty. Sierra.
Very pretty.
Janelle Monáe. Yeah, she's
very pretty.
Alicia Keys.
Oh
she's
my
pretty.
God, yeah.
Zoe Saldana.
She's okay.
I don't think she considers herself to be a black woman. Winnie Harlow. She's pretty. Jada Pinkett she's pretty too. I'm not even gonna front. Chanel Iman, she's pretty. Rosario Dawson. I think all these women are pretty in their own ways. Keke Palmer. Yep.
I don't know who
Jordan
this is.
Dunn. I don't know either, but she's pretty.
Yeah, so I hate when they say that stuff about like black women, because you could find a shit ton of white women.
Megan Good. Yeah, she was up there.
Why is Megan Good not on that list?
I don't know, but she should be on that list.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Or what's it called?
I think Kelly Rowland is pretty.
What's the name of that girl from Blackish? His wife. The one with the cross-eyed one. Not cross-eyed, the lazy
I know
eye.
what you're talking about. Diana Ross's daughter.
She's beautiful.
I forgot her name. I can't think of it right now. But you guys know what we're talking about. Diana Ross's daughter. Yeah, no, she's pretty. DC, do you have any words for the most underrated PlayStation game, Dreams?
I've never played Dreams, and I don't plan on it.
Why not?
It's a game where you create stuff.
Oh, okay. Halle Berry. Yeah, I think when she was in her... I thought Halle Berry was... I mean, I still think she's pretty. I would say when I thought she was the prettiest was when she played in that Eddie Murphy movie, Boomerang. I liked the way she looked around that time. Nicki Minaj and Cardi aren't on that list.
Cardi's not black.
Well, technically, she considers herself...
She considers her black when the narrative is right.
I think her mom is black and her dad is I don't know, but yeah, I love Rihanna, big forehead and all. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Yeah,
I like Rihanna.
Yes, Tracy Ellis Ross. That's her name.
I like Nicki.
No, we ain't talking about Tracy. We think she's pretty sharp.
No. I think that
I love Tracy.
No, Tracy's beautiful.
I love her personality.
She got a lazy eye though. I'm just being facts.
I never found Halle Berry was all that. Yeah, honestly, I thought she was the prettiest when she played in Boomerang. I know people liked her when she started to get the short haircut.
Look, even Sharp agrees with me. She's not black.
Okay, well, see, you will have people who would argue that down to the T. She considers herself black when it's convenient. I don't claim her as a black woman, but 99% of black women would consider her a black woman. She literally said it in an interview that she's not black.
Rihanna could do a views. Y'all crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got a lazy eye, bro. Y'all gotta pay attention, man.
I think it's cute though. I think it matches.
It's not ridiculous. It's very, very subtle.
Yeah. Janelle Monáe is hot, but she's weird. She used to hang out with Kylie Jenner.
What's the name of that one girl that we were talking about yesterday in the podcast?
Cardi says she's black when it's convenient.
Facts.
No, it's true. She literally says that all the time, and there's so many times where she said a lot of suspect racial stuff. Like, she called black women black bitches. She called them roaches a long time ago. And, of course, she tried to use an excuse or, Cardi B is fake. Yep. She has claimed to be black, saying her grandfather is black, but they showed her grandfather. He's not black. But I think, I don't know which one of her parents I think is the black, but you can see even that parent doesn't look fully black. And I don't know why the black community wants to claim her so bad, because she clearly said that she's mixed. So okay, it's okay. You're mixed. You're biracial. Whatever.
Didn't she come at black people one time?
Do you listen to anything I say? I just said that. I literally.
I'm
just
reading
said,
comments. You know I'm not good at multitask.
Okay.
I'm multitask when
I literally just said a few seconds ago that she said problematic things in the past.
Yeah,
she called black women black bitches, and like I think she called them roaches. She called one lady a monkey. So she said a lot of like messed up things in the past. Yep. Baby is gonna have bad hair because of Offset. Yep. All you know what, Spy Damon? A lot of people may or may not disagree with that.
It's Spider-Man. He's just trying to be slick with it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Spider-Man. I didn't see that. But yeah, some people would consider all Dominicans to be black. I mean, they could look black, but I mean, I think people get ethnicity confused with like your race.
Yeah.
You know?
So
because Dominican is not you can have black Dominicans, and then you can have, I guess, biracial or white Dominicans.
So there was we talked about it yesterday, and one of the things came up is that.
What do you think about Doja Cat? I know she's a very curvy, natural woman. I don't listen to a lot of her music. I know she supposedly said some problematic things in the past, and she was caught in like certain weird chats with like these white men. So I thought that was kind of weird. Cardi B did strip and rob black men, though she did it for the community, DC. I believe that. I mean, there was a guy supposedly that came forward about that. Of course, it got overshadowed because she's the bigger star and she's a woman. But if that, look, I mean, Bill Cosby supposedly did the same thing that Cardi B, bragged about, and, look where that's got him. My wife does that too, repeats something after I said it. Okay. And it's like, wait a minute. All Dominicans are black. Fact check your history. Oh, well, I know my history. I said a lot of people don't think that, though. There's people who would argue that now. I've gotten to debates with people who think otherwise. That's what I was saying. The only thing Dominican means is for the Dominican Republic. Dominican is a nationality. Yep, I'm aware of that. Haitians who cross over the border.
Same thing.
But
same
even
thing
though
with Jamaicans.
Haiti is right next to DR, I mean, you have a lot of people who would consider Haitians to be black, and then the Dominicans would think, oh no, I'm not black. Like, I've literally, come on, you guys know I've met some Dominicans before who would say that they're not black. So I'm just saying, some don't claim themselves to be black, but
Yep.
I mean, hey.
The moment they say they have straight hair, they have like a specific look and all that stuff, they're like, oh, I'm not black, I'm Dominican.
Daily Bits asks, what's the name of this podcast?
It's just a live Q&A that it's couples Q&A.
Yeah, we might change it.
Yeah, you guys got to come up with a name.
She goes into white supremacist groups and allow white men to say all racial things, and she does this.
Oh, they're talking about
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat.
I heard about that, and that do make you look kind of suspect. But again, a lot of these biracial women, they know that it's a lot of black guys and other guys from ethnic groups that would claim her. So she gets away with stuff like that. No one is going to really call her out. People did call her out for it, but I mean, I don't think her career is over. She's still going to make hits, and people will still support her. So I'm not a huge fan of the cancel culture, because people will cancel somebody one day and then they will still be supported 2 days after. Because this short-term memory generation seems to forget a lot of shady shit that these celebrities or whoever does.
And a lot of the people in the cancel culture that want people gone, they act as if they're innocent, but those guys behind the computers are not innocent themselves.
Man, there are whites, native, Dominican, and etc. and all these countries that is this and that. So miss me with that BS. Who is more black, brown, or melon?
How's the coronavirus where we're at? It's I to be honest, I don't know. I just make sure I wear my mask when I go out and I got my gloves.
I know there's still I don't think we're fully functioning yet, Would you rather have Dark Cloud 3 or
Legend of Dragoon.
For the
But
PS5.
is a Legend of Dragoon? Is
that's
it a
a good
remaster?
name. DC's Couple Talk. That's a good name. Maybe you should
Yeah.
change it to that.
Okay.
If someone goes against something that I really can't accept, I don't listen to them anymore or anything they're involved with. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of these celebrities do a lot of problematic shit, but the issue that I have a problem with is certain celebrities can get away with certain things. Nah, fuck that. We gotta call a spade, because if Jay-Z does something that's problematic and then Cardi B does the same thing, I think she should be called out for it too.
Yep.
Male, female, whatever. When they do some problematic or say some shady stuff, they should be called out for it.
That's hard, dude. Well, because Dark Cloud was more of like, it's kind of like a game that ripped off of what Dark Cloud is Ni no Kuni 2. So I would rather Legend of Dragoon.
I hope they cut that $1,200 check. Okay, I would love me another check. Soulja Boy boycotted Gucci for 2 days until they sent them Gucci socks. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these fake woke rappers, they always are saying things like they're pro-black, this and that. Like, I can't take a lot of the stuff T.I. says seriously, because he's always trying to say he's for the community.
Oh, snap.
Don't disrespect the black queens, but you constantly cheating on your wife. Like, sit down.
Space said Corona is picking up out here. Y'all,
NorCal just closed gyms.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Damn.
Space Host is in our. He's out here with us.
That sucks, because I just said I wanted to go to the gym, so now that sucks. I'm getting that Kingdoms of Army Law remastered day 1. What if y'all got 6 kids, mom there, and called the podcast Cloud9? Some countries, at least. They said only those make $40K annually will accept. Damn. A lot of people ain't gonna get it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you would pick Dark Cloud, haha.
I do love the game. That's one of the reasons where my name came from, but there's also other reasons why it came from that. That was one of my favorite games. It still is one of my favorite games today. But
what are you guys' thoughts on, hold on, well, T.I. has said he had permission to sleep with other women. His wife just don't want other people to know. And hey, it might be true. That's another weird couple. Supposedly they have an open relationship as well. The Bay Area. Yeah, I did hear the Bay Area was closing down some things. I have a sister that actually lives in that area. What are you guys' thoughts on with the whole C-19? I don't know. They may or may not shut it down. But what are you guys' thoughts on people are having mixed thoughts now about wearing masks, because there's been some research that said when you're wearing a mask for a long period of time, like these essential workers, especially depending on your job, you're breathing that recycled air and the carbon monoxide, and it can in turn damage your lungs in the long run. Yeah, do you guys think it's even safe to wear masks? Because at one point they were telling us only essential workers should buy masks. Then they're telling everyone to wear masks, and then now you have some people saying, well, we shouldn't wear masks. So it's like, what do you guys think is the right thing to do? What do you think of Tommy Sotomayor? Is that a YouTuber? Is that the guy that they call like a Uncle Tom? I don't remember.
Yeah, but the whole thing with like the mask is you gotta remember, when we breathe in, so you know we're basically breathing out like the bad part of it, and if we're rebreathing that back in, that could damage us over time. That's why I tell my employees and people that I work with, take breaks and take your mask off. Don't wear it consistently.
It's very important, because I do think it will cause more. Because realistically, if y'all really want to know, the regular masks that most of the public have, it's not really protecting us. I mean, if there's an airborne illness or something,
the one thing that it does help is people that have it, it's hard for them to pass it.
Or people, if you're sick and if you're trying to protect others from getting sick, then that's really the only purpose a mask serves, I would assume.
Takun was like, yo, what do we do? Don't wear a mask, catch COVID and die. Wear a mask, choke on your own CO2.
Takun, or do you guys know anybody personally that has COVID, or knew of anybody? Literally just yesterday, I had a coworker that I used to work with, and he told me like almost everybody in his family has it. Him and his wife doesn't, but his mom, his girl. That was like the first time I heard somebody where it kind of somewhat hits close to home. Yeah, I know, Takun, you can't catch a damn break. It's like, okay, we either just breathe in our own CO2 or we catch that COVID and die. Stay home if sick. Exactly. Just stay home. I worked 6 years in a hospital. I would get in and out wherever I go.
Yeah, see?
But I used to work... go back up.
I worked 6 years in a hospital.
I would get it in and out wherever I go. I used to work at a hospital here that was not made for airborne precaution rooms. Yep. In China, a boy died from wearing a mask with breathing issues. Yep, I've been carrying that a lot.
Shout out to
COVID
Jamal.
sort of died down where I'm at. Okay. Yes, multiple friends and family. Shout out to Jamal Lee. He just got here. Thank you for the
Shout out for
super
King and Queen, Black Power, Power Up, 100%.
Thank you. Do any of you guys go in public sometimes and you feel like you got a cough but you don't want to do it? Let me tell you, one time I went to Walmart, I was standing in the line and I just did like a and this man looked at me like, bitch, you got the corona? And I kind of had to give this look like, I'm
Calm
good.
down. Calm down. I remember I had to sneeze.
Yeah,
and then
you
the
be
guy's
hesitant.
like, oh, that's a sneeze. It's not a sign of corona. It's like, oh, so a sneeze is different from the cough. Huh?
Right.
I know they're different, but it still spreads that way.
Okay.
But there are times where I have to like cough or sneeze, and I literally hold my. I kind of like just wait for it to go away. David
N95,
Herbin said that. David Herbin said that his mom had COVID. So did she survive?
I see someone, Phil Collins. I lost 3 family members back to back when it first started, like 40 people now. Okay. Yeah, I heard it was really bad in New York, and my sister had a friend, I guess a lot of people he know got the COVID. But at one point, a lot of people didn't even think that it was a real disease. They thought it was like a conspiracy or like an experiment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
My in-laws have been rushed by ambulance because she couldn't breathe, wheezing, but she smokes a lot. Also, we don't know, just taking it easy, not socializing. Yeah, I mean, that's just the best thing that people should do. Clearly, you see Florida and some states, they're not taking it seriously. Okay. I feel like COVID kills you if you already have underlying issues and conditions internally. Yeah, that's I would assume if you have some type of underlying issues, it would definitely be, bless you, more, serious for you. Wait, you got that wrong? Bro, I gotta watch myself real close when it comes to coughing out in public. It's definitely not a good time to be Asian. Damn. Yeah, I know. That's kind of messed up. Where I was working, there was an Asian girl, and when she came, I worked in like, I guess you could say hospitality business or like waitressing business. And I remember when one of the Asian girls came in the kitchen, she started coughing, and they was like, bitch, you got that Rona? It's like, oh, come on. Like, don't stereotype her.
Yeah. But guys, we are coming close to an end. Do you guys have
a plan? Hold on. Do you guys have a plan if you get the COVID?
It's hard. It's hard.
Actually, I don't think we thought of that.
No, it's hard because my instinct would be don't go home, but you start showing signs after. So then everybody in the house catches it. Like if I knew that I got it and before I got home, I wouldn't come home. I'd go straight to the hospital. I would literally not want my kids to catch it because that's the one thing. Like kids are young,
and then they have some people,
but their immune system's not 100%.
They have some people who has dormant, like basically they don't show symptoms right away. Or is that called asymptomatic?
Yes.
Why on here Egon's had it recovered, still went to Florida around the 4th.
Oh yeah, those Florida people are stupid.
They recently started closing down a lot of stuff over there too. So yeah, I think a lot of states are closing down a lot of things.
I think the reason why Japan and other countries have like lowered down their counts is because the government went behind them. Like China gave everyone at home $10,000 U.S. status, $10,000 in order to cover.
I'm giving China the side.
No, I'm just saying. And even when it comes to Japan dished out a large amount of money for people to stay home.
I don't know about that, but what I do know is that China, from the jump they wasn't being 100% honest.
Well, that's just China in general. They don't want
wasn't
people to speak
honest
about their country.
That's fine, but they are the reasons. There's a lot of people who's upset that
Spaceho said Umbrella Corp.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're in the Resident Evil Raccoon City world right now.
Facts.
Florida isn't popping with the virus. I see. My friend was literally playing with strippers' asses the other day.
Miss Heartache, Miss DC, and Lavish Girlfriend, Rubber Sex Doll should do a special AGS
episode appearance. We should. You should talk to them. That's your.
Heartache is not gonna let his wife go on because she be telling all his business.
Well, I mean, I would be down for it. Maybe y'all could try to convince those people. Yeah, we're living in the Raccoon City times right now.
Yeah.
I'm blaming Bill Gates. You never know.
No,
They be endorsing
I
a lot
can't
of
blame
shit.
Bill Gates. He's been doing a lot of stuff to help the country and outside of the U.S.
Oh, I can't say so much.
Nah, I can't blame Bill Gates. But guys, this comes to the end of a couple's what is it? What do they call it?
It's crazy when the government owes China so much money. Mm-hmm.
Hold up. What's the name? What did it?
What
was the name they gave us?
I think it was DC's couple chat.
Yeah. So
We gotta find it.
this is the end of DC's couple chat. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for all the supporters. Jamal Lee, thank you for supporting the channel. Everything you guys donate goes right back into the channel, like the camera, the lights, all of the stuff. This whole room, anything comes forward. Like when it comes to you guys supporting and all that stuff, we definitely support everything. The money doesn't go to a game or anything. It goes into anything I upgrade in here. So
Thanks for doing this.
thank
I
you.
enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you guys. If you guys have any topics you want to talk about, we can always freestyle it. Y'all can always, I guess, tweet him or whatever. And I'm gonna make a note to myself to see how much trophies I have on my PSN.
Yeah.
It's crazy how this virus came from the market in China. AIDS didn't spread that fast. That's what I'm saying. Way too deep. It's just something that don't sit right with me with this whole virus.
There was an article that came out that kind of scared me. That it was China is having an issue with like another outbreak due to their food.
That's true.
And that scares me. Like, yo, don't come here with that, man.
Yeah, you have a blessed day too. Maybe we could talk more about that Rona stuff next week.
Yep.
Or maybe we could talk about like some conspiracy type topics or just whatever y'all want. Just tweet him and we'll just bring it to you guys.
Well, maybe next time we'll talk about Jeffrey Epstein. We'll also talk about Bill Cosby.
Yeah, if you guys want to watch a good interview or like a docu-series with like the sex trafficking stuff, go on Netflix. If you haven't, watch the docu-series about Jeffrey Epstein because I learned a lot. It went more in depth about, his little trafficking thing. But yeah, this was fun. We should definitely do it again. Yeah, DC's conspiracy talk. Yeah, we should. We'll talk about some conspiracy or something next week.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Space Host.
Space
Clouds.
Host.
Great stuff, y'all respect. Yeah, okay.
For all y'all don't know, Space House is not just a great fan. He's also a father. I think he's got 2 boys and a girl, I think it is. He's also married, and we kind of have the same views on how we raise our kids and everything, except for the whole military part.
The Clouds. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we could do the Clouds couples talk or something like that. But yeah, that's dope. We could do that.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely we would see you guys next week. And oh yeah, it was good. It definitely was good. He didn't watch most of it with me, so I definitely probably would rewatch some of the episodes with him just to have a better backstory of his like trafficking industry.
Yep.
But yeah, it was fun, guys, talking to everyone. You guys have a great week, and we will see you guys next Monday.
Hey, Space Host, tell your son, or I don't know if you got it for him yet, but the Iron Man VR game, my boy Caden, wow, loves it. You check that out for him. He's a big Marvel fan. He got that from her. My older son is a DC fan. She corrupted my twin. But anyways,
No comment.
check that game out. Yeah. But thank you guys. Have a nice night. I'm gonna leave it out with a song from.
No, don't put on a song because
it's too loud for them.
No, I know how to turn it down. We good. I do it all the time.
Just end it with a have a nice evening. Because everyone's about to leave once you go off. Unless you were doing a video, that's different.
No, man. Yo, let me close my stream how I want, woman.
Don't woman me. Okay, now you're going to get slapped. Don't make me embarrass you on
The
this
camera's
camera.
not off.
Exactly. So
All
you
right.
better, yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
My boys both got Marvel here, too. Okay, guys, have a good evening or night, wherever you guys, whatever part of the world or states you're in.
Yep. All right, y'all. Peace.
Have a good night.
This continuous improvement in AMD technology means it's dangerous to rely on teraflops as an absolute indicator of performance, and CU count should be avoided as well. In the case of CPUs, we all understand this. The PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 each have 8 CPUs, but we never think that meant the capabilities and performance are equal. It's the same for CUs. For one thing, they've been getting much larger over time. Adding new features means adding lots of transistors.
Cerny tried to warn all of y'all that the PS5 was gonna dominate. He said pump your brakes on the T-flops. All the number talk was a big mistake. It sounds good, but don't tell it all. Leaving more for fans to insinuate. Everything needs to work together for the architecture to be truly great. The SSD is super fast, but the bottlenecks had to be removed. The custom I/O was born with the crack MD compression as another tool. Back compat for the people looking 4,000 titles, I guess it's cool. Ultra HD for the Blu-ray, so the movie nights I'm looking forward to. AMD with the smart shift. PS5 should be super quiet, no more jet engines in the game room. I'm a gamer fam, not a freaking pilot. 8 cores of Zen 2 in the CPU that's super fast. Hardware for the ray tracing and the GPU that's built to last. Waiting at the midnight launch, standing in line. I'm so excited for PS5. So many games I want to try. Ratchet and Clank got me so high. For PS5, I'm so high. I'm so high. For PS5. DualSense is revolutionary and futuristic with the two tones. The create button is the new wave, cause the share button got super cloned by the Switch first. Now the Xbox is late to the party as usual. When the gen start and the games drop, RIP is funeral. Have the feedback, adaptive triggers, can't wait to finally get my hands on it. Might build in the controller now, look at just how far gaming tech has come. No loading screen, streaming bigger textures, but we can't forget the Tempest engine revolutionizing gaming audio. No extra hardware or subscriptions. PlayStation is the best brand, hands down, they killing it. 24 mil in 5 days, that's a ton of views for revealing it. Bigger worlds with more immersion, what a time to be alive. Play has no limits, bruh, that's why I'm getting a PS5. Waiting at the midnight launch, standing in line. I'm so excited for PS5. So many games I want to try. Ratchet and Clank got me so high. For PS5, I'm so high. I'm so high. For PS5. Miles Morales coming 2020, can't wait to see the new tech features. Fighting crime, big boss battles in 4K for the pixel peoples. Gran Turismo 7, the best racing sim ever created. 120 on the FPS, 240 if they get real creative. Horizon 2 is the benchmark for all games coming next gen. Gorilla has outdone themselves, they want all the smoke from the competition. Demon Souls look insane, Astrobot looking real crisp. Sackboy on another level, Returnal got me like holy shit. House Mark did it from arcade to AAA, big banger status. Destruction all stars coming through, causing mayhem and wreaking havoc. Team the Bridge of Spirits, Little Devil on the inside. Godfall plus many more games coming at launch on PS5. Waiting at the midnight launch, standing in line. I'm so excited for PS5. So many games I want to try. Ratchet and Clank got me so high.